Am I good right here?
Do you want to... So is Carlos coming?
Right here?
No.
Right here? Right here? Right over here?
Oh,
We go safe over here anyways. But I like this as my station for my shenanigans. Can we always have this right here? Because I like this like here. I like to set up like this.
Yeah. That's what I was aiming for.
Keep
Like, I left the box there
Right
so
here.
you guys can use that.
Closer.
And this is my shit. There's raw paper in there for you guys as well. Just gotta open it. Other way, other way.
Oh, is it the yellow? Okay.
That's why you looked at that way, Steve.
So you guys, I don't really use the Pokeball. And I gotta clean those things. So. Sir, can you pass me a candle behind you?
Well, if that's the case. Yo.
Yeah, put them in there. For when you guys... That's your box, basically.
For my next time.
Because this is gonna be mine right here. This big tray.
This is gonna be for my next time.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, if you want, I can get drinks for you guys because I have a mini fridge in storage, and I was thinking about just making that yours for
Wait,
here.
you just have a mini fridge in storage, my nigga?
I mean, I don't need it.
Wait, nigga, do you just have a mini storage, my nigga? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I got a little spot.
Why don't you just give me the mini fridge because you love me?
I don't know, bro. I love that mini fridge. I went to it with college, dog. College.
So can you hear me really good?
And then he ate it.
Damn, my nigga.
No, I can't eat metal.
Like that. You tried your life like a free sample at the mall, my nigga.
Didn't stop you though, did it, Dello?
Damn, my nigga.
This guy's ruthless.
You know,
Ruthless.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw that I put a tiny thumbs up on the Facebook, and then you put a giant one.
Where may I get the ashtray, please?
On fucking Facebook, and I was expecting this nigga to be like, "Is that your real hand?" or something. I was expecting you to make a fat comment. I was just there like, I was waiting and looking at it like, is he gonna do it?
I don't think he likes to do it in public because he's done it so much. Maybe now people are gonna be like, "Oh, come on, new, it's something new." He'll do it in private though, because he'll never let me live it down.
Well,
Oh, also, side note.
I kind of can't let you, considering.
Let me live it down.
Well, yeah, I mean, you block the sun partially every day, so it's like...
What? I don't get it.
You're fat as fuck.
He's basically saying you make an eclipse, my nigga.
Oh, okay, I see.
There's too much
You
water.
fool sailors, bro. Like, it's
There's too much mayonnaise up there. It's not
from
working.
navigation.
Hey, sir, can you grab... the games might be too far for me.
I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh, do you not mind me like this? I'm sorry, I got
No,
really
you're
hot.
good.
I was wearing a mega shirt, but I didn't want to wear it here because I felt disgusted.
No,
I
you're
took
good,
it out
bro.
and wear a jacket.
True.
No, bro, yeah, man. Like, I can't believe. Was it that bad with David? Don't
Sorry,
look at my
just-
titty, bro. Don't look at my titty, bro. Why are you looking at my titty?
This
dog?
thing is like, he looks like he's in a
I
fucking
went like
seal
this.
video or something.
I went like this, though. I started talking to him and I went like this. Like, yeah, bro, like David is.
What the fuck is happening right now?
That's why I said, are you guys
Oh,
comfortable? You guys are not
God,
comfortable.
Nigga, you don't wear an undershirt or something? Like,
I'm just
something.
gonna
You don't
leave it
have
like
an
that.
emergency
I'm
tee?
gonna leave it like
I just
Oh,
gotta,
that's how I'm gonna be when I finally lose
I just
weight.
gotta-
I'm just
I
gonna
got- I
have
gotta
a
look
no
at-
shirt on all the time.
I gotta look at
I'm
droopy,
too hot.
hairy tits for
Bro,
the rest
I'm
of the
sorry, I'm
fucking
just
evening.
Too hot. That shirt is a little bit too tight on my chest.
But why
I get too
not?
hot.
I'm just saying, why not have
I
a
wasn't
backup
expecting
shirt?
this, man. I completely forgot. I wanted to go to home, but I was talking to a female all this time. That's why I texted you guys.
This thing-
Like, are we
I
still
can just
recording?
picture him now, just dressed like just with the entire zip up, and the entire time he's just talking to a girl. He's like, yeah. Then what? Wired.
Then
Remember
what?
this girl?
Wired. He's just sitting there rubbing his nipples the entire time, like in South Park.
She's cool as fuck, but like I don't think.
And then he'll be like, "Yeah, I feel
Yeah, this one.
you."
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, are you horny? Because I'm horny right now. Like,
I don't
he's
think
just,
we're recording.
we've been recording.
Hello.
I gotta do all that cutting
We're cutting.
because we at least
Ain't nobody
just do
cutting.
the intro so then I can keep all of it. I cut the last one
Why?
because it doesn't sound right. Or the
What are
intro's
you
5
talking
minutes
about?
in.
Yeah.
No, that's not how
Yes.
podcast works.
Yes, there are some podcasts that do that.
You know what?
What are you talking
Actually,
We
about?
can't do that yet. We're not popular, Papa.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that we just walking on.
Yeah,
there.
we
We're
just
like,
walk
yo,
in on a
hello, what's up,
conversation.
niggas?
Yeah, like you're ridiculous.
That's what we used to do.
Yeah,
That didn't
and that worked. Why did you get it? Did you get immediate feedback? Stop doing the part where you're not really talking on the thing when you're talking.
No,
we got
less listeners. That's basic.
Yeah, oh no, I thought it was for the fact that we just stopped for 6 weeks, but whatever.
That too.
That's just that, but that's just my theory. Sorry. Anywho, start it.
That's an everybody thing.
Go ahead, buddy.
Are we gonna wait for Carl?
I'm sorry. I started reading the Snapchat feed about roasted, fried, poached, grilled.
Are we gonna wait for Carlos?
Baked, broiled, smoked.
Because I mean, if he's on his way, because then
Pause it.
pause it.
No, I'm saying we'll just pause it when he knocks. What?
Because we're deep in the middle of conversation. Might as well just
That
wait
make
for
a
him.
difference.
How far is he?
He's far. He's just left
He
his
said he was
house.
gonna
It's gonna-
Dude, he's probably like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we're not. Yeah,
we're
like
probably gonna
no.
come to an end and be like, "Oh my god!" Hey!
Yeah, exactly. Let him.
All
just
right, you
join in.
started.
All right. What up, people? It's the Chico J Serve. I can be found at JServe954 on all social media, at JServe TV on YouTube. And this is the Parental Advisory Podcast, and I'm with my homie.
LO Soul, where you can find me at LO Soul 463 on all social media, and LO Soul YT for YouTube.
And
Oh, this is Wilmo Rivera speaking to you live, my people. You can find me on Instagram and Snapchat, Wilmo_Chiquito. Hit me up, show me some love.
so, yeah, man, we back at it again over here in the. Do we have a name for the studio yet?
I thought it was Dojo.
We thought it was
Is
the
it
dojo.
The Dojo.
We're at the dojo.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to call it.
Okay, we're at the dojo, live from the dojo studios.
We will teach you the ways.
You know,
I'll show you the way.
and look, we have a living Buddha.
Oh, could you check the TV in the back, the wire, because he's not even connected to the TV.
Oh, that's why. Hey, what year is it that your password is?
2013.
Oh, not everyone.
Why would you just leave that there?
You dropped the angel.
The angel fell.
You gotta plug
shout
in,
out
bro.
to my man Satan. Yeah.
You gotta plug in, bro.
Is it over there?
Oh wait, what? No, it's over there next to your foot, my nigga.
The HDMI, isn't that
Yeah, but it's next to your foot.
Oh yeah, it's by your foot. Okay.
Grab it.
Well, I'm too fucking grabbing.
But yeah, another week. What is it? We're at the end of January. January's already almost done.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Oh, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Why? What are you doing? You work?
Yeah, well, that too. But
You work in the morning?
yeah. What do you call it? No, tomorrow is my birthday.
Really? It's your birthday?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
I did not know. I might show up at his job with a cake.
For what?
It's your birthday.
Yeah, stop doing that.
I'm gonna bring him a
What, showing up?
a male stripper.
Give me a heads up. Don't just pop up.
Oh, I'm not popping up to see you. I'm popping up to look at the
I
merchandise.
hate that. Regardless of the fact, just tell me you're
No.
coming. Don't just show up.
Yeah, no.
Nigga, it's
Yeah.
a store.
I'm showing up for your
No,
merchandise.
It's once, yeah, but it's one. Yeah, okay, sure it is. You've seen two things in your 6 visits.
It's things that I still want to get.
But no, it's just weird. It's just one day. It's just 1 minute. I'm just sitting here. I'm working on something, putting jewelry away, and the next thing you know, I just look up and there's Elo. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, like,
What is he doing?
I wasn't expecting that. I would be more like, yeah, so I was working hard, and it was a fucking horrible day. I was doing fucking jewelry, and then I looked up, and my man Ella was there.
Yeah, he doesn't see it that way. He don't see.
I
He never
know.
sees it that way.
I know.
He sees it as, oh man, I was having a terrible day, and then my good friend came in and fuck, it was worse.
My good friend. I like how he automatically just qualifies himself as my good friend.
Well, he's the one
Yeah,
that
like,
he's the one that
he's the hero in the
he's one
story
that
already.
introduces
I'm the
me as his
villain.
brother.
He's the story.
That's true.
He introduces me as his brother.
Right, but I'm the asshole.
I mean,
You see what I'm saying?
But are you not? The
Do you
asshole?
see what I'm
Like,
saying,
At least
though?
own it. Like, do I got a
I
Dr. Phil?
claim the
Just
man
own
as
it.
family.
Own it.
Own your asshole.
And
Own
he
your
sits
assholeness.
there and just goes, "What? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. My name's Elo Soul. This is how I sound
I'm not gonna do that.
in Steven's head at all times."
didn't know he had
like a pretty deep voice
right here.
I'm from Long Beach.
Wait,
I'm not gonna
what?
do that, bro.
What the fuck are you
Long
talking
Beach is
I'm
about?
not gonna do that, bro.
He just thought of a city. That's all he
not.
did. I think he just thought of a city. That's what it was.
It's from Long Beach. Why are you doing a Long Beach accent,
Yeah,
my nigga?
I didn't know Long Beach had an accent, my nigga. Like,
Yeah. What's up with
Shout
that
out to all my
accent?
Long Beach
yo,
niggas.
buster ass trick.
What is that?
That's L.A. Fuck it. Buster.
It sounded like you ever see that Tom Segura show where he talks about like when you in your best black man voice, and that was like
yeah.
best black man voice.
No.
Get the fuck out of here, man! Like,
No, I don't know who that surfer dude from '94 was. Point Break auditions over here.
Poindexter almost like he had to put up his fucking glasses. What's going on here, guys?
Oh Lord.
they'd be like, which audition is he doing? Is he doing the '90s or is he doing the new Point Break? Let me tell you something. Yeah, it's definitely the old
he's
school.
going
It's
90s.
definitely the old school.
He's going retro. He's
definitely
going
going retro.
He's definitely
It
going
ain't no
retro
new
this
school Prison Break.
Oh Lord. Yo, like I have been Whatever the last batch of this weed was that I had, yo, it's been pretty fucking good.
Where'd you get it?
Well, obviously for the sake, I just got it from a plug. I'll just leave it at that. I don't.
But do I know
my plug?
Is it mine?
No. Wait. Yes.
Mine. Wait, the one.
So
my
I
nigga.
I sampled a joint from somebody that he works on my job. Says that his plug calls it white doves.
White doves.
And it's like
it was ingrown outdoor.
No, he does. They don't know that shit.
Oh, then they suck.
They're not. I've only met one plug, and it was Serv's plug. Nice young man, and he would let me know like what type it is.
A very nice young man.
A very nice young man.
Oh my.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta.
I'm much older now, so I can say that he's like 19. I'm 27. I'm like, he's a nice young man.
Don't say that shit. Nigga, you don't have a
I think I'm officially at the age where I can say young blood now.
Yeah,
to people.
I see. I'll take
You've
the
come
young
and surpassed that age.
I take the young blood from you. I take the young blood from you. You got the adult face, like
you damn whippersnappers.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm a man with no country because I'm technically too old for the 20-year-olds, but then 30-year-olds see me and they're just like, "Wait, how old are you?"
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're
wait, you're 31.
But you're nice though. You're nice. Don't say the age because you're better.
I try.
They're more surprised that you're not.
You
don't look older.
That's what I'm saying. People just like automatically assume they're like, oh, he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. It's actually a good problem to have.
You know,
it's
really,
funny. Like when
it's
I get
the hat.
You know what? I get ID'd.
I think it's the how.
When he takes off the hat, he does look somewhat. Take off your hat.
I can't even say that. I know a lot of people like that was around my age.
When he takes off his hat, he looks much older. When he puts his hat on, it's like a cloak.
Because
it's a cloak.
No, because he looks like almost.
It's how I deceive bitches.
Because he almost looks like a dad. He's got the glasses going, whatever. But
to me, he just looks like a young college kid.
Honestly, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's the height.
Nah,
it helps. It helps.
Probably.
I look younger already as it is, just from the sake that I'm not 6 feet tall.
Yeah, they'll probably look.
I'm
at
not
your
5'10".
They'll probably look at your height and think you're like what 20.
Yeah, legit. Yeah. I still get ID'd every time I go by, Swishers and shit.
I got ID'd in
which is adorable.
So I was in Jersey over the weekend, and I got ID'd at a Colombian Steakhouse. I was like, really?
I literally every time it happens, I had this young girl at Publix who could have been no older than 17. No older than 17 in high school. This is like her first job. I asked for a pack of Swishers, and she goes, "May I please see ID?" Out loud, I just go, "You're adorable."
You didn't have to sun her like that. Come on.
I'm like, "You're adorable." Here you
I do
go.
find it somewhat.
I'm like, I'm very flattered.
I find it irritating when someone much, much younger than me is asking me for money. Like, let me card you. Motherfucker, you have the nerve. You haven't even grown pubic hair, bitch.
Like, I remember one time.
It's their job. That's true.
I was having a bad day once, and I go to get some Swishers. The lady IDs me, and I'm like, "Are you serious? What, you think I'm 17 with this beard? Really?" Like
nowadays, come on, bro. There's a lot of
no.
My cousin
not
is
like
16 and has a
not
longer beard than you.
Illustrious
but
like
this.
this.
Spanish.
Yeah, that's true. Spanish people have different genetics.
I have like a beard and mustache going.
We're some hairy motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, it happens. We real men,
bro. Like I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I just want to be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Really?" Like, look at me. There's nothing about this screams under the age of 18. No. Okay, not even my height at this point. You can argue that
for anything tobacco based, you have to be over 18, not 21.
Right.
Drinking's only 21.
So if you were born in the year 2000,
you're good. No.
In January,
sorry.
In January, if you were born before January 28th of 2018, if you were born on January 28th, 2000, and before that.
Yeah, what's today's date? Today's the 28th.
2018, my nigga. Like, what?
Yeah, I know.
Are you in?
I know.
Yeah. I was thinking, I'm like, wait, we're just in 2018. We're in 2018 now. So now 2000 got to 2000.
So now 2000s.
Buy
everybody,
cigarettes.
Yeah, my nephew can now buy cigarettes.
Woo!
Is he really 18 now? Or
he's gonna be 18.
Wow.
Wait, the
fucking ridiculous.
You talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
With the black hair?
Yes.
Man, he
the little one, not the one with the tattoos.
Well, that motherfucker
obviously
still thinks LeBron is the best player ever. So I can only see him as a 15-year-old when I hear that shit.
Well, thank you, because he's not number one, but
he's
a good player.
I said that shit to I trolled my brother-in-law, because my brother-in-law is like, he's in his 30s, mid-30s, like my sister. Like, my sister and me are 10 years apart. So she's going to be 27. She's going to be 37 when August comes around. August, September. So, like, I trolled him. I was like, you do know that LeBron's the greatest, like, ever. And he looked at me like, motherfucker, I was around the time when everybody hated Jordan. How dare you? I was like, bro, it was just a joke. It's just a joke. I know Jordan's better. And he just was like, don't ever do that shit in my house.
I don't know, man.
It's like, I will leave you. I was like, I'll leave you.
I don't know. What are we going by? Based on what?
You know, it's a very good conversation, but like, if you were to, okay, if you
Based
were to
on
put,
what? Answer me that first.
That's what I'm saying. If you were to base it on how difficult the...
Can you look up Jordan LeBron comparisons, stat comparisons?
Oh, LeBron blows everybody out of the water when it comes to stats.
Yeah.
Well, one, because he came into the league hot and ready to go. As horrible as that sounds.
Well, it doesn't sound so horrible. He was coming in pretty hot, bro. Everyone was looking at him.
He was killing fucking high school ball. It was so unfair for him to play,
images,
bro.
Go to the images.
They won't do me.
Go to that one of the title right there. To the right? To the right? Right there. That one, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, let's see those. So, LeBron now has 3. He has 6.
What's happening?
Oh, I was just trying to like
enlarge it.
Yeah, enlarge it, but it didn't do it for me.
There we go. So, Jordan has 6. Mind you, 6. He's 6-0. And when he gets to the finals, he's never lost in the finals. So that's a big thing right there. Because LeBron is like 3-7.
That's what I also wanted to say. Like to like really like compare them. To be honest, Jordan was a way better leader than fucking LeBron was.
I don't know about that one.
No, that's negative because I've
heard some stories of Jordan, like
yeah.
the Steve Kerr when he punched Kerr
in the locker room. He was.
You know why he punched Kerr? Because he was fucking being.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But LeBron, like,
what? Change teams? Great leadership.
Well, he lifts teams above what they are. Like, he propels them. This is the thing. If you put the argument that who has the harder road, it would be LeBron. LeBron would have had the harder road. Because Jordan never carried a team to the finals. He's never carried a team. He's had Scotty. He's always had a team.
Yeah, but he had to form that team. Like, they didn't have the best years in the beginning, my nigga. Like, it wasn't like flawless in the beginning.
Right, it wasn't.
He made it work.
But that's the thing. LeBron will join a team and they could be a contender.
Yeah, but like LeBron himself would be the contender, but himself, nigga, like
what are you looking for? He
didn't make his other players like excel.
Cups are right here. On the cups right here.
I just never saw him really push his players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't stay there long enough. He didn't. I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's how I felt. Like, I felt like if he stood around and actually like worked on his team and worked on his leadership skills as the star, he would have made it to the finals and won those finals. Because if you have a backup,
don't talk if you're not here, motherfucker. Shut up.
Talk, nigga.
Jesus, how dare you?
Like if he had his crew and he had his partners in crime holding his back down during those finals, he would have won.
Right.
But he didn't, my nigga.
Well, if this was the thing, if you want to, to me, I feel like LeBron has had a harder road. One, Jordan has never been as ridiculed. Well, mind you, I was there in the '90s, but I wasn't.
The media landscape was completely different.
Right, it was much different.
It was print media. This is now social media.
So it's a different ball.
24 hours.
But the thing is, like Jordan, if you were to equate now, if you were to base it off succession and how many rings, of course it'd be Jordan. Jordan all the way. But then again, if you want to talk about rings, then that opens a whole different discussion. Then at that point,
are we just going solely
on
rings?
Russell and Robert Horry the greatest? Because Robert Horry has like fucking 9 rings.
I think. See, everybody, the people that hold on to Jordan, it's I think because they're looking at the totality in his entire body of work when it came to basketball.
Yeah, LeBron's not even done yet,
and you're looking at a finished product and what in a complete, masterpiece of a career, that was the Michael Jordan era.
I think you got to set different labels.
We're still watching the LeBron James story unfold, right before our eyes.
Thank you.
So he is en route to be the greatest ever.
Not so much. Not now.
No. Like, listen to me. He's en route.
He's en route for the second.
Trust me. He's en route to be the heir apparent. Trust me.
I feel like if he...
Okay.
Jordan.
See, that one
watch.
I don't agree.
Listen to me.
I
Jordan.
agree if to say he's the next. He's the next
Listen to
generation's
me.
greatest.
This generation already just looks at Jordan as the crying face meme and the guy that does that makes sneakers. Okay, they don't. The new generation doesn't know dick all about
That's what I'm
Jordan.
saying. He's like this generation. He's going to be known as the greatest.
He's going to become our Bill Russell. He's going to be this generation's Bill Russell. When they talk about, he's going to be the one that's going to be handing out the championship trophies to all the players and shit like that. He's going to be that dude.
I can see that.
Okay, so for the people that argue the the whole debate,
you watched Jordan in this time because you're much older than us.
Yeah,
so
but I to be honest with you, I really wasn't that much into sports.
You have 4 years on me, so me growing up watching Jordan,
But
I didn't understand basketball.
I saw Jordan play. Don't get me wrong. I saw Jordan play.
You at least were closer to your teens.
You know what I'm saying?
When you saw Jordan.
No. When Jordan was playing, I was still a kid.
When were you born?
87.
Yeah, I was born 91.
Exactly.
But the championship run started around 90, 91, 92.
Right. What I'm saying is that I remember seeing highlights from those games and seeing him play. I didn't actively watch the games, but I did see him play. They'll show recap and shit like that.
My brother-in-law,
and
he said that back in the day, people unless you were from Chicago, people hated Jordan because it was just so much. It was like the Brady now. Like he wins
all the time
that you get tired of it.
Yeah. Of course, and people are going to be jealous of that and whatever. But
so, I think LeBron James will go down in history.
That's a good comparison. Brady will probably go down. I see Brady as now the greatest quarterback of all time, but because of the rings,
just for the sake of rings,
just on the sake of
rings,
greatest,
bro. His team is the greatest, holding him down, bro. Let's be real, because if he didn't have a defense, that nigga would not make a pass.
Well, yes,
but
Belichick. No, but you can't undercut the impact of. Listen to me. This is coming from somebody that hates the man to his guts as a Dolphins fan.
Saying the nigga don't have
okay,
talent.
I love seeing greatness fold.
I gotta recognize skills, though.
Look, I'm not saying that he's not a great player and he doesn't have skills. I'm saying don't also forget, my nigga, because that's where it's completely different.
It is understood that he's got a team behind him.
But if you put that crutch on everybody, then you got to say, well, then what's Jordan without Scotty?
But that's what I said too, my nigga. I already made those comments.
But I hate putting those comments because it's because
can we bring up Tom Brady's stats?
You're playing down the man's greatness.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he's not great. I mean, also give credit to. I mean, no one even gives credit to the point that fucking Scottie Pippen did the best he could and almost didn't he win a title?
Scottie Pippen, the year after Jordan took them to the playoffs and had I think the second or third best record in the league.
Yeah, he did it by himself.
Just Scotty and Tony Kukoc and all the motherfuckers that were still there.
To go back to the original argument.
So if I were to say Jordan is the greatest...
One of the greatest ball players to have ever...
No, if I were to say Jordan is the greatest player of all time, but LeBron is the greatest team player of all time, would I be correct in saying that? Would that be a little bit better? Because at this point I feel like you got to now label it.
No. I liked more of what you were saying, more of the generation-wise, because that seems way more fitting than anything else.
80s, 90s, 2000s, I would say up to 2006, 7, because Jordan was still playing in 2000s with the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, but he was just playing around to play around.
But people still remembered him. They were still so I would say that's Jordan's era. And now from 2004 to 5, second year of LeBron till now, this is LeBron's era.
This is LeBron era.
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, I'm not saying one. I can't say one is better than the other. They both have amazing skills. They both played at different times. The game was totally different. It was different.
See, to me, it went in my time. It's been Jordan, Kobe, and then LeBron.
That's exactly how I've been seeing it. Because my brother,
as far as I know, those are the
after
greatest.
Jordan, they did a good thing because the NBA said a while back
Kobe was my Jordan.
Mine as well.
He's the one that I saw day in and day out.
Kobe was my brother.
Doing fucking outlandish shit on the court.
It wasn't until Shaq left when we really started going fucking insane on on
Right.
stats. Like,
And then
it was solely the Kobe show at that point.
and
It
then
wasn't
you had the
Kobe and
class
Shaq.
of class of 03 come in on a Kobe that's been now what 6 years in the league at that point.
Yeah,
He came in at what 97, right?
Kobe came out in that. See, Kobe's draft class was at that point the greatest because it was Kobe, Allen Iverson, Marcus Camby, Vince Carter.
Go to
Antoine
yeah,
Jameson.
look up Kobe draft class.
It was a great draft class, and then LeBron's came in. That was then known as the greatest.
Right
'Cause
there.
you had LeBron, you had Dwayne Wade, you had Chris Bosh. You had a lot of people.
Yeah. Click that.
Yeah, I remember when Jordan was the third
actual,
pick.
like, NBA.
They picked Michael Olowokandi before they picked Jordan.
There you go, 96 draft, NBA draft.
Yeah, right
down.
Allen Iverson, Marcus Camby, Sharif Abdul-Rahim,
25
and
more
Stephon
rows.
Marbury.
Go to 25. Hit the 25 more rows real quick.
No, just click on the 1996 draft.
Oh, okay, that's
right,
what it was.
right below it. The link right below that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
right there.
Thank you. I didn't see that.
And yeah, I mean they had some fucking squad.
Yeah, because when Kobe got drafted.
All right, so
that's
Philadelphia.
Ray Allen, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Ray Allen.
Philadelphia.
Well, Ray
had-
Allen
had-
didn't stay with Minnesota. Ray
Hang
Allen,
on.
He
I'm
went
trying
to
to
Milwaukee.
go through. So first overall was Allen Iverson.
Right.
Second came Marcus Camby. Then you had Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Stephon Marbury and then
Stephon
Ray Allen
Marbury.
got traded. They
Ray
swapped
Allen.
places.
Ray
Okay.
Allen, great.
Oh, okay, true.
When Minnesota picked Ray Allen, they already made the
Antoine
deal
Walker,
that they were
Lorenzen
gonna.
Wright, Kerry Kittles, Samaki Walker, Eric Dampier. I'm sorry.
Eric Dampier.
Todd Fuller.
Do you remember Eric Dampier? He was a part of that team with Dallas when he first won.
It sounds. I know the
He
name.
was the guy that Allen
I know
Iverson,
the name. I just can't picture the face.
Alonzo Mourning just funked him. Remember that memorable
Yeah.
dunk Alonzo Mourning had in the finals,
Todd
where it
Fuller.
was like, "Yo, that's old Alonzo right there."
Kobe was picked 13th, really,
Kobe
Yeah,
was picked
bro.
13th by the Charlotte.
by the Hornets,
By the
right?
Hornets.
Yeah.
And then got traded.
They traded a Vlade Divac over to because Mitch Kupchak was like not Mitch
John Wallace, Walter
Kupchak.
McCarty's,
Yeah,
Adrunas
but I forgot
Ilgauskas.
why would- I
Wow,
forgot why would-
Ilgauskas
why
came
would-
from that class. That's
what was
awesome.
the reason that he was picked?
Dante
that late? 'Cause I know
Jones.
he was still looked at as a top pick, but he was still picked 13.
Because he was a high school player. He came right out of high school.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
So they didn't know really. Like they knew he had talent, and his father was Jelly Bean.
Wow, Derek Fisher, Martin Mercer,
Jermaine O'Neal.
Travis Knight.
Jerome Williams,
John
Brian Evans,
Wallace.
Priest Lauderdale, Travis Knight.
That was a good year.
So let me name the
Steve
people.
Nash,
the people
Jesus
who
Christ.
weren't as good that didn't make it, that didn't stay. Some Walker wasn't there. Fuller didn't go anywhere. Vlatia, whatever his fucking name is, really didn't go anywhere.
Potapenko? What happened to Potapenko?
I mean, I don't remember him really, to be honest.
Sure.
Stojakovic, I think that's not. Is that Peja? Oh, that is Peja. So Peja definitely was. Tony Delk, nothing. John Wallace, nothing. Walter McCarthy, nothing. Dante Jones, nothing. Roy Rogers, nothing. What is that? Athenas? I don't even know what that is. He's nothing. Martin Mercip, nothing. Jerome Williams, a little bit. Brian Evans, a little bit. He was a nice role player. And then the last two were nothing. So it's like you have like out of the 29 people they picked, maybe 11 didn't do anything in the league.
I forgot Fisher was in this fucking class too, man.
True.
Holy fuck.
What did Fisher? What was he? Where's Fisher?
24th
24th, Derek Fisher
by the Lakers.
by the Lakers. So the Lakers got Derek Fisher and Kobe. They traded Vlade Divac and got Kobe,
That's
and then they picked up Fisher.
That's fucking insane, man.
And then a year later they got Shaq. So their starting was Nick Van Exel, Kobe, Eddie Jones,
And Derek Fisher.
I forgot who what. No, Derek Fisher's a fucking he was a backup at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot who their power forward was, and it was Shaq.
Wasn't it Van Horn?
Wait, didn't they get
Van
Gasol?
Horn? No.
Wait, no, they didn't get Gasol till like 01, right?
No, bro, this is way in like.
But I'm saying, right? Didn't they get Gasol in like 2000 or something, like 2001?
Something like that. Shaq came in 98, 97. Yeah, he came in the same year as Eddie Jones.
Mm-hmm.
But Eddie Jones went. I forgot where Eddie Jones. I think he went to the Lakers first, and Shaq went to Orlando, and he stayed there for like 3 years before he got traded.
True.
Robert Horry. Robert Horry is a fucking legend. dog.
Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. Who else? Who was on that squad? Nick Van Exel, Sheen Rocks. Who was their power forward? I guess Robert Horry was their power forward then. It had to have been. I think so.
True.
Oh, they had John Barry too. Shit, they had John Barry.
Yeah.
They had John Barry. They had young Rick Fox, Eldon Campbell, or maybe Eldon Campbell was their power forward. I think. I'm not sure. I guess we'll pause right now.
Yeah, and we're back.
Hey.
Are we?
Yeah,
I had to take a shit, guys. I'm sorry.
we're joined now.
We got
You know,
Carlos.
we got the homie Carlos in the background. You know,
What's up?
hanging out.
Say a hoot for the niggas out there.
Yeah,
Hoot.
a hoot. You know, that's the call right
Who the
there.
fuck
That's,
came up with that?
that's the bird call.
Which one out of your friends came up with that shit?
What
hoot?
was the origin of the hoot?
Oh, you came up with it, Carlos? The hoot?
That was us.
Everybody I know that those serve says that shit at one point or another.
Hoot.
Hoots.
I'm not even a part of the circle and I do it.
You could be a bird. Just say hoot, bro. That's how we find
It's
each other.
the hoot.
You'd be surprised how many others like everyone stays quiet, bro. And then all of a sudden you just see a head jump up and it's the hoot. And
I
you're
just,
like, oh, fuck, that's my nigga.
I just got a new deck just to face Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new deck, a new Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you get now?
I got it's part of the new one. I don't even know if I play him with his Exodia deck.
Did you just buy a starter deck and that's it, or did you?
No. I went online and instead of getting a starter deck, you can build a deck basically that's powerful, like more than a starter deck. Because a starter deck it's the theme, but there's better like cards out there. They just don't give you. They just give you what to start out with.
True.
But I got one where it's like a very powerful magic deck. Like I went strictly with like magic card and trap cards.
Use a bitch.
Because that nigga has the Exodia deck, and I know that's what if I want him at his best, it's gonna be the
Gotta
Exodia
ban
deck.
the shit.
He just wait. Which one?
The
Is
only
it
way to
one
beat
where
it-
is he's easy to like win it.
The only way to beat Exodia is to have a bottomless trap hole out, and as soon as he brings it out, that's true. Well, what's
I played somebody who had an Exodia deck online, and
Yeah.
what I did is you have to use cards that just stop him
Yeah.
from drawing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way. So it's a very specific way you have to play him. Either that, or you need to have something that something like an Exodia deck where it takes like drawing cards to make the character better. Like what I sometimes do, I'll use my dragon deck. Right, my dragon deck has the blackness red dragon. So with that one,
which
the
one?
blackness red eyes dragon. That's what it's called, the blackness red eyes dragon.
the blackness?
Yeah.
Ooh, I
so
gotta see the
basically,
card.
what you have to do,
Because there's red eyes black.
yeah, but
this one's
this
the
one
blackness.
isn't like they have two versions. They have the blackness, I think the ultimate black version.
It's just a depiction of a black person in like the 30s with dragon wings on it.
Jesus Christ! But
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my
Yeah, blackness, red eyes.
blackness red eyes.
welcome, nigga.
So you have to every time a dragon.
Red eyes
Now
darkness.
it's called the darkness dragon. Oh shit!
Darkness. See, it just goes back to it. Just
I was
goes
gonna
back
say,
to
like I think you had the name wrong because I know Devin has this part of his.
anybody hear Rick
Red
James
eyes,
playing for some reason? Darkness.
So with this one, if every time there's a dragon in your graveyard, he increases by 200. So mind you, if you have obviously a big dragon deck and you have nothing but dragon cards in your graveyard, you can create an ultimate monster. Only thing with Exodia is as soon as you pull him out, it's done. Like
Yeah,
there's nothing
game's
to
over.
block it at all.
Game's over.
Is Exodia?
Exodia.
Is that a forbidden? Is that a forbidden card to use in tournaments? I'm
Yes.
probably sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Totally.
it's just easy,
It's just
to
like,
win.
yeah.
Because, like in a
Totally.
couple strokes you can win. Like if you have the right cards, bro,
You can totally
win,
rig
like,
it. Yeah,
and
rig
2,
your
3.
car. Yeah, you're
That Red Eyes Beak Chick dragon is so critical to any dragon one.
It
Because
is.
if you have this one, you can then the next move, then when you flip it, boom, you can summon a Red Eyes.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's like
Says
the,
right there.
what's the
You
dragon
can,
egg?
Yeah, you can send this face up card you control to the graveyard and special summon one Red Eyes from your hand. So if you have it in your hand, you can just summon it like that. You don't have to sacrifice two.
True. Like it's crazy how intricate this game has gotten now. Like the competitive one, the tournament shit,
I have my
dog.
decks
Oh
right
my
there.
god, I had my shit.
Right there, passing me. Like it's so crazy now because now it uses life points like
Yeah.
that. Those are also a part of your
This
the
way-
way you can
this way-
summon.
This went from straight up sports radio show to just like the nerdiest nerd talk of nerdydom. You know?
We didn't even finish our shit.
We just like to have a conversation with all our fans, my niggas.
Oh yeah, well this is
Yeah,
exactly
like
what
these now,
we'd
where
be
they
talking
have
about.
These Yu-Gi-Oh cards where they
Oh
have,
yeah, where they're part magic, part monster,
and it's pretty
cards
dope
now.
because now it changes the whole rule set of everything.
Yeah,
you
it
know what I'm saying?
fucks around because now you have different. Yeah, this is fucking
like,
insane. Like,
competition play.
I'm
It
out.
you know what? It makes it easier to. I forgot the name of those white cards.
I'm out.
The
Wait.
Synchro, the
I'm done.
Synchro, whatever.
Not the same.
I'm done. I know. I stopped at Synchro. That's where I stopped.
I kind of like those because it's kind of easy.
No. I'm
It's
saying
kinda easy to
that's
bring
what I'm
them
saying.
up.
I fucks
Oh,
with
you
sync.
stopped.
I
That's
fucks with
where,
synchros. That's where I was at. That was the newest, like, quote unquote evolution that you had now.
I remember one time me and Serv
Yeah.
played, and Serv caught me, like, had me at like 200 or 300 points, and like I didn't move from that point, and I just came back. And, like,
Yeah.
ultimate comeback.
What is
He's
going
just
on?
Carlos
over
just
here?
gave him a look like, you motherfucker.
You see what you made me do? Look at what you made me do.
Like, wait, one.
Wait, well,
I love this nigga. I'm looking at him. He's like, I gotta go get something really quick. I'm like, yeah, go. Just be quiet, you know. And he's just about to.
I'll just be
tumble
quiet.
everything. He's about to break the whole fucking shit down. Like, come on.
Okay, I'll be quiet. Doom.
yeah, like I just like playing like with my friends now. That's it.
I saw some tournament.
And even then, I just get my ass handed to me because like the system that I have is technically such an old system.
Yeah.
You know, it's efficient it was very efficient for its time and groundbreaking for its day. But if I really played that deck with all of the cards that it comes with it, the quote unquote illegal ones, not allowed in the tournament,
Sure.
it would just be ridiculous the way it's set up.
I've played it at
It's fun, though.
ridiculous moments.
I played Wilmo like that. I used Devin's deck, and he has a lot of forbidden cards in his dragon deck.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around with
His whole fucking deck is basically forbidden.
Shout out to my man Devin.
You know, we also, you know what I also finally played for the first time ever in life?
Pokemon.
The Pokemon trading card
I never
game.
got to play that.
I never
I
played
always
it
had the
before.
cards.
Oh yeah, same here. Own the cards. I played it with my cousins and my sister and stuff like that.
But I used to play like whoever had the batter Pokemon won.
Yeah, that's all we did. We just
So it'd
put
be
the
like,
card.
oh, I got Pikachu. Well, I got Charizard. Boom,
yeah,
I won.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I bring out Weeble. I bring out Zapdos.
I won. Like, there's no way you can beat me.
Exactly. So it was like, you know, nobody, you know, used to touch me there, but I never knew about the energy cards and the potions and all this other shit that you could use.
Shit is dope.
I like it. It's really cool. It
I heard.
kind of puts you in a more simpler, I don't know, kind of like...
State of mind.
Yeah, especially more of the fact because obviously you're trying to put out all your Pokemon out, all 6 of them out. So that's what it's.
I'm not
trying to
gonna
force
lie
you to
though,
do.
with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's so dope when you have to caress the mic. Yeah, it's so dope when
Yeah, you gotta eat that mic.
when you want when you're wanting somebody to do something to fall in a trap. Like when I was playing Serve, I was just like, man, if he just pulls out this one card, I can then use this. And I'm waiting there the whole
moments like
my fucking shit came to 200. My life points came to 200. I haven't even touched his, and I'm like, he finally pulled out the card. I'm like, bitch. And I just drop it, and then and then at that point, I just started just collecting points on his ass.
The closest I ever came to like having like the Exodia like feeling of you draw the card and you end the game.
Yeah.
Was I was at a friend's house and I was playing with this other friend of ours, and you know, he's kind of like you know, he's the one that we have like that love-hate relationship between us. Mm-hmm. So when we play, it's like intense, you know. So it tends to get shitty between the two of us sometimes, you know, like that kind of intense.
Very competitive.
So, yeah.
Put a Yu-Gi-Oh card game on.
So the monster card that I had, I drew this card from the jump. It had 3,500 attack.
How the hell did you draw
And like 3,000
You drew it or you put it down?
I drew it.
Oh, okay.
I drew it.
I'm like,
it
how the
was my
fuck you
first
put
draw.
that down without sacrificing?
No, it was in my first draw.
Oh,
so I
okay.
had that there. So the way you summoned it was that if you had these 3 types, these 3 specific types of monsters on the field, you can special summon this dude, right?
From your hand.
From the hand, and if you did, it destroyed all monsters. It destroyed all monsters on the field, negated all spell and trap cards, and you couldn't use a card that would make it so that you have to unsummon the card again. So it was like the most OP card. There. It was like the closest thing.
You had the heart of the cards, my nigga.
I drew the third guy. It's like you need to sacrifice 3 monsters to bring this out. So I had one. The guy hit me, but he didn't. Nothing.
Oh my boy, sir went settle Kaib on his ass, bro.
I was using defense cards, and to fucking keep him at bay. So fucking mirror forcing and doing shit like that. So then he fucking brings out
mirror force is a forbidden card too, right?
Yeah. I
didn't know that, but that shit is so powerful.
Well, no, I think you can have one now.
Can you?
I think
that shit is an OP card, bro. Because if you have like 4 or 3, that shit kills all your monsters.
Well, that's the thing. The rule is that you put one in defense just in case, because it attacks all face up attack cards. So if you have it in face up defense, you're technically safe. But anyways, I get the third monster, and I'm just like, boom. He tries to bring, I forget what, some sort of spell card or trap card, and we're just like, nah, it doesn't work that way.
Why is Joey on the... Out of all the fucking characters,
hey, I'm Joey.
Hey, I'm Joey.
Hey,
you wise guy. Like,
Jesus. Hey,
was that too loud for you?
I'm walking here, Yugi.
I'm Jolly Wheeler.
I'm walking here.
What do you mean, Tristan?
Tristan.
You remember Tristan? The friend that didn't play?
With the fucking needle dick hair? I never understood
needle
that.
dick hair.
I never understood that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
fucking that guy. He was just like the cheerleader.
I was so heavy into that first arc of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, the Pegasus
Yu-Gi-Oh!
one?
The Pegasus one and the King
dope.
of Games and all that shit, bro. Oh my god.
You know what caught me with Yu-Gi-Oh? It was the first time you see him turn into Yugi. Into Yami.
Limited cards. You can only use one of the following.
So
you can use Exodia.
What? Okay.
Regeki. Oh, nice.
Okay, so then Thomas's deck wouldn't be.
I was right.
Because Thomas has multiple.
You can't use Mirror Force.
Thomas has multiple like magic cards to bring out cards. I think one of them has to be on the restricted list.
Totally.
Or you can only have one.
Totally, no restrictions.
There was one time where he literally he was like drawing. He drew 3 times 5 cards in one fucking phase, and I'm like,
you can look up, look up.
Yeah, and I'm like, bruh.
Go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list, January 2018.
So we just dwelled into the nerdiness.
We just did what now?
Dwelled.
You dwelled?
Listen.
What's dwelling again?
We've been doing this since Kill Your Heroes.
Well, regardless of the fact,
dwell is when you dive or delve into something. Dwelve.
Where does the W come in though? Is what I
Welvin the Great.
Welvin the Great
said it once. He was a wise man who said
he was a wise man that said dwelve. You just said
dwelve we shall.
Oh Jesus Christ! I work with a foolish man.
God damn it!
Oh no, he can't spell.
Dios míos.
Oh, bless his heart. He needs pictures. El foto. La foto. No, you were right the first time. It was wrong that way. Oh, God. Like, all right, so what's you got? Okay, so this is the list now.
I'm looking at a huge list, my nigga. So
there's probably
so advanced.
So
okay, so advanced is the tournaments one that you're looking at.
Yeah, but it's not really organized. It's kind of
it's
Heavy Storm.
I think it's been
Snatch
it's been
Steal
added on as time.
Pot of Greed. Oh no, of course, yeah.
Pot of Greed, really?
Yeah, you can't use it. Oh, that's from June of 2017.
Yeah,
though.
the next update will be in January. I guess at the end of January.
No sooner than January 2018. Oh, okay, so that's the current one then. True. Huh. See, so
Mirror Force was not on there, but looks like
okay.
you can use it.
Hold on. You're kind of flying through there real quick.
Because I can read faster than you.
Well, yeah, I know, but hold on, card. Okay.
I'm looking for a mirror.
Oh, Mirror Force is not on there. Okay, hold on. Go back up. So wait, these are limited, advanced, traditional. Oh, so they have. Wait. They don't have the fade. They don't have the middle body of Exodia. Did you see that?
No, that's the
Do you notice that?
one. That's the forbidden one.
That's Exodia.
Yeah.
You have all the limbs, but you don't have the torso.
Gateway of the Six. You could have one?
The Gateway of the Six.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Oh, Reasoning is in there. And the Ragaki. Is that what it's called?
Bottomless.
Did I just see One for All,
Hole?
nigga? Hero Academy? And what the fuck?
Wait, One
for All.
So stupid.
Atlantean Dragoons, Card Trooper, Necrophage,
Soul Drain. I remember these
Chain
ones.
Strike.
Thunder King Ryu. Oh, wait. So you can use semi-limited Black Luster Soldier?
Yeah, you can have two of them.
Oh, shit. That motherfucker is powerful as fuck.
Yeah. What is he, a 3?
He's the one that
monster?
he's a 4 or 5.
Okay, so you got to sacrifice.
No, you definitely got to sacrifice. No, he's even higher than that. He's the one where if you have any dragons in your
look up the Black Luster Soldier.
if you have any dragons in your graveyard, I think he gets like almost 1,000 attack boost for each card that's in your graveyard.
There you go, right there.
Who has beaten? Has anybody beaten? What's his name? With his Exodia deck, Thomas. I want to say that Devin has beaten him before. I think I saw
Devin has, yeah.
with his Exodia deck.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, bro. That
Oh, nice. Okay,
the
yeah.
Black Luster Soldier is.
Oh yeah, that's the
deadly,
Dark
bro.
Magician and Gaia, the Knight, right?
Yeah, that's the ritual. When did he pull him out? He pulled him out.
That was in the Pegasus one.
He didn't. He blew out. He didn't get him out in Pegasus, because he got out the Dark Magician Mage, the
Dark Sage.
Not the Dark Sage. Dark Sage was the one with Joey, with the time warp.
Okay, right.
The one when he faced Pegasus. Man, my nerdiness is coming out. The one with Pegasus was the one with the long black hair. That wasn't the Black Luster Soldier. When did he pull out the Black Luster Soldier? I forgot exactly when. I think he pulled it out in the second.
Black Luster Soldier.
In the second arc after, I think, the Battle City
Yugioh,
arc.
anime.
In anime, there you go.
In the anime, there you go.
You can use the mouse, it's right there. You good? Okay. I want to say it's the Battle City arc.
No, not card appearances. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's fine. Card appearance.
Oh,
The time of the
that's true.
Experience City. In episode 30, Yami Yugi during My Valentine. Yeah, I remember now. He ritual summoned the Black Luster ritual.
Against My Valentine. Is that the blonde-haired girl?
Yeah, that was in the round before he fought Joey. Like, he had to beat Mai to then...
Right, and then didn't he lose? Because she faces him.
No. She gave up because he pulled out that card and it says right there she surrendered. She didn't even let her harpies get damaged.
True.
Because she was like, they're gonna die anyway. I'm not gonna let them like do that. So she surrendered. And then he pulled it out in episode 45 against the Mystic Dragon. I don't even remember that.
He ritual summons this card be of Black Luster
Yeah,
ritual.
I see the Battle City one. I remember that's the one. The flashback with Taya is when she notes that. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yugi and Yami Yugi.
I stopped after Battle City.
And inner parts of Yugi's heart.
I don't remember that one. I stopped after Battle City because it went way out of I did see the last episode though where it was.
That's the one where they went around. That's the God.
Yeah,
the God cards.
When they fought Yugioh and Yami, like when they fought, it was really dope. That was the last episode.
Oh, I didn't see that.
The last episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, the original.
Oh, okay, true. I didn't know that.
And then that's when they went to like all these other shits.
True. So, but nah, when I didn't really get into Yu-Gi-Oh till really like I was an adult, like I was in my 20s.
I saw the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out. Because I would watch every Saturday, the shows. Because Sonic was one of my favorites, so I would watch that. Pokemon obviously was still pretty popular.
Kids WB.
I was still watching Pokemon. Jackie Chan Adventures was my shit every Saturday.
Was it Max Steel?
Max Steel. But then when they dropped that, what got me was the transformation. When he first showed, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, when he went from this little timid kid to like this dope Batman. Dude with a deep voice. I was like, yo, this guy is legit cool.
Batman Beyond.
Well, they didn't have Batman Beyond on Saturdays.
Shout out to those dope ass.
They had it on Cartoon Network
back in the day.
No, they had it on Kids WB first.
It wasn't on Saturdays. I remember that. I remember later on.
It might have been weekdays.
I remember later on they said it was because it was too dark.
It might have been weekdays.
Batman Beyond was kind of dark for Saturday mornings.
Yeah, then it went for like a
Pokemon. I remember
Saturday mornings was Pokemon, Sonic. It's not your
Sonic wasn't the Kids WB. That was UPN.
No, they had the rights to one show that they got. It was the dopest show that ever came out for Sonic, bro. It was dope as fuck, yeah. They only had like 22 episodes, but that shit was hella dope.
Oh. Shenanigans.
8 out of 1. That's not bad.
To quote my man Carlos, plot twist.
So yeah, when I was in New York, I went to go see. My sister took me to the play Latin History for Dummies. I got the poster right up there.
Yeah, yo. Right, so okay.
Can you grab that one?
So you got to see the homie John Leguizamo.
He was so fucking hilarious, dog. So the story that he had was. So this is the poster I got, which I'm gonna have it framed, and we're gonna put it up from the wall for our viewers to see when we do our videos. But so he's like this the whole time. He's in a suit, you know. He looks like a teacher. You know, he's supposed to look like a teacher, right? So he comes out. It's like, all right, we got a lot of shit we got to cover because everything that school crammed into you, I got to get rid of all that shit in 2 hours, and it's gonna be a lot of times. He starts pouring liquor. He's like, fuck this coffee, and he pours liquor. It was hilarious, man. He touched on a lot of shit. He touched on Trump. He touched on, you know, I didn't even know some of the history. So like the Tantillos. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
The who?
The Tantinos, or whatever. They were like...
what region?
In South America. This was before the Incas.
Okay.
This was around when Indians, you know...
Tainos, you mean?
The Tainos, something like that. I forgot what they were called.
True.
But,
I thought Tainos were, the Caribbean. Like Puerto Rico. I know Puerto Rico.
Some of them were, too. It was like a lot. It was everything. So...
But anyways, you were saying?
Yeah, it was a good show. You know, the story, he based it around the story that he had his son. He was in middle school, and his son kept getting bullied, because he's biracial. He's also, you know, his father. They're in this private school where usually it's like you need to have good grades and shit. And,
sorry, y'all. I was fixing the mic.
You need to have good grades, and like he's in there because his father, you know, he makes a lot of money. He pays he paid for the education for his son. Right. So he gets bullied, and he doesn't really know much about his history. And this whole thing wraps around him graduating middle school. And what you have to do is like there's this project where your greatest hero project. That's what he called it, the hero project. Okay. And he's trying to help his son. So he's like, you know what? Let me dive into, you know, history. And like, so he goes into these, it says he's been reading all these books. He starts telling people like, let me show you what not to read. And he pulls out a history book from school. He's like, this is bullshit. And he throws it in the garbage. Mm-hmm. And then he starts pulling out books from famous authors who have done years and years of research. Right. And he just goes on and starts, you know, going through the eras of, he goes through the eras of Latin history, you know, the Tainos. I know I'm saying it wrong, but that's how I remember it. From there, it went from the Incas to the Revolution, and you know, and also in England, how we played major roles in those wars. He's like basically said that we've been a part of every war, on the bad side and the good side, even the Civil War. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about like in the poster, he's dressed as a woman. There was a woman who's on the South side who dressed up as a colonel and joined the South
Confederacy,
and they didn't even know. And she just like, and then she went. The reason she went there is because she wanted to be near her husband. At that time, you know, they're like women shouldn't fight in a war or nothing. So she snuck in, and he's like, basically like, what the fuck? How is she in this war? And she was a fucking colonel. Like, she's above him. Like, it made no sense. So
that's hilarious.
It's funny, you know? And then, like, it all wraps up to, like, him saying that his father, basically how his father failed to show him a great hero from Spanish history that didn't kill is why his father's the hero. Basically, it was really hilarious how he summed it up. It was a really good show. Tickets there were expensive. Like, my sister told me, the tickets we got ranged from maybe 150 to 200.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and we were in
the mezzanine.
Yeah, we were in the mezzanine. We were up there, and like for you to have the seats down there, like right where the floor is,
like 400.
We paid like $2,000, $3,000
Jesus
maybe.
Fucking Christ.
It was funny because he called out some couple that got there late, and he's like 20 minutes in, and they're just getting seated. And he's like, "Oh, thank you for coming. It's not like I had to be here on time." Like in the middle of the show, my sister's like, "Oh my god, that's so embarrassing." Everybody just started laughing. Like they must have felt uncomfortable.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the beauty of it.
And then, like, he was making fun of one guy on stage because not on stage, in the seats, and basically he's like, "Sir, let me ask you, do you know who these people are?" No. He goes to the blackboard, he writes a notch. He's like, "If I get 3, you're out of here." And so every time he's like, when he got to, like, he gave him 2. When he got to 3, every time he's like, "Ojo, estoy mirando." It was funny, bro. He was hilarious.
Nah, he's great, man. I've been a fan of his since his first ever one-man show, the one that broke him out. It was called Freak, and it's basically about his life story. You know, and he talked about everything, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, about his life. And
he was talking about some of it too, like his experiences.
Yeah. And then I saw his HBO special that he did. It was called Sexaholics. And that was fucking hilarious. I saw that when I was a jit. I was probably like 14, 15, you know. And then there was another show that he did that I saw that was pretty cool. But after that, I didn't really see too many of his comedy specials. But as far as movies go, I've seen him in everything that's, you know, where he's been at that's been pretty popular so far. I mean, his fucking resume is ridiculous.
You know, he's he puts it like he's Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Well,
he's Colombian.
He's Colombian. Yeah.
He's Colombian.
His mom's
but
Colombian.
he says that his
dad's Colombian, his mom's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, his dad was actually a playwright. So I didn't know that. And they ended up moving to New York.
Like
I think he grew up in the Bronx or Queens. I'm not sure where.
The Bronx.
Bronx,
I want to say. Oh no! Is it Queens? Actor, player, screenwriter. Can you go to his Wikipedia?
No.
No, I won't. You fucker.
But he was born in Bogota.
He was born in Bogota.
But his dad was Puerto Rican, I believe so.
But there's a part where it's right up there in the top.
Hold on, when he
right
was
there, early life. He was born in Bogota, the son of Alberto.
The second, Queens, New York. Queens.
Yeah, he was born
Jackson
in Queens.
Heights. That's right. Jackson Heights and Queens.
So it said on like his father declared in an interview that he's Colombian, but he's something where it said I forgot. He's right there. His related to his grandfather was a Puerto Rican descent.
Was of Italian and Puerto Rican descent.
Yeah,
and his maternal grandmother was Lebanese. He also described himself as being of Amerindian and Mestizo heritage.
Yeah, Amerindian is you base yourself more as an Indian than an actual, like, you're an American, but you're more an American Indian, basically. Like, look it up. You can click on the name. I looked it up when I was looking at this when I actually just got out of the play, just to like look up his life.
True.
And
the third line of the first paragraph.
I was still reading. Sorry.
Amerindian.
Amerindian, right there. Amerindian is, although some indigenous people of Americas were traditionally hunter-gatherers, many, especially in the Amazon basin, still are many groups practice.
Wait, basin? What's a basin?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the basin.
Basin.
I'm like, what's a basin?
Basin.
Basin.
So the population is from
practice aquaculture.
Bolivia, Canada, Chile, Ecuador, Greenland, Guatemala. Peru, Panama.
Some countries.
Shit.
Word. So I'm technically Amerindian.
Yeah, me too. I'm Peruvian.
You're gross.
Yeah. I'm a dirty Amerindian.
Where are you from, Wilma?
I was born in Hialeah.
Well, like your background.
Puerto Rican and Guatemalan.
Yeah, so you're part
Amerindian. So is Carlos, because he's Colombian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Colombia's on that list.
Where are your parents? Are they also Colombian?
My parents are Colombian.
And your grandparents are from Colombia?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know your Did you ever know your
Do you know
grandparents?
where your nationality stretches out to?
Yeah, she was Colombian too.
And she was Colombian too.
Do you know where you're
Just a long line of fucking
you link
Colombians?
from? Like, are you? It's like your whole family from Colombia.
Yeah, pretty much. Spain.
Okay, you have a little Spain in you.
Was Sebastian born here or in Colombia?
Here.
Here. Okay, so he's the first generation American.
That fucking
What a
bobblehead.
fucking asshole.
He's the first generation
Generation
American.
American.
He's the Villegas 2.0, the new breed. You're the old model.
But now you're like
one of a kind.
now you're like Terminator, bro. You're the first.
Yeah, you're the yeah,
one of a
exactly.
kind.
You're T1, bro.
You're your T1, but he's the T1000. He's the
number one
T1000
now.
with extra cuteness. You know, he's loaded with extra cuteness. You know, he can't. You know,
Oh my god. For me, I have Brazilian descent. Obviously, Peruvian is the majority right now, well, from my era. But back then, Peruvian, Brazilian. I have a little bit of Caribbean and also German.
true.
And Italian. My mom's side, Italian and German. But no one from Spain. Nothing of Spain.
True.
Surprisingly.
The only thing I know of as far as a deviation in like my genealogy, for the most part, I'm I guess technically now I have the name for it now. Is like technically I'm mostly Amerindian.
Amerindian, yeah.
So
Yeah, like I have
However-
Peru, Brazil.
hold on,
Like I have 2 on there.
but hold on. But on my father's side, his grandfather, my great grandfather, was Japanese.
Oh.
So we. So
Well, you can say Ecuadorians,
You kind of look
Peruvians.
Asian, man. You have some Asian features.
Ecuadorians,
Now,
Peruvians, Bolivians.
this
They
is-
they are from. They have descendants from.
Well, here's
from
the
China.
thing. There is from the little research that I've done online. There was a huge immigration of Japanese people from to South America, specifically Brazil, to work the sugarcane fields.
Right.
So when they came over, and then they just went everywhere in South America. To this day, there's an Asian population in Ecuador, a proper Asian, and they all speak Spanish and they all speak whatever Japanese, Chinese, whatever it may be.
My uncle, he definitely has descended from China because he's Peruvian, but he has the eyes. They're very remnant of somebody who was from China, and he said his great grandfather was, I think, Filipino or something. His grandfather was from China.
Well, back in the day, like a lot of Japanese and Filipinos went to Peru and South
Yeah.
America to escape throughout the war and stuff. So a lot of
Yeah.
generations had to
There's
go through.
my mi tia, where she lives in Lima. There was a next door neighbor. The great grandfather of his, which they still live because they had kids
Yeah,
young
you motherfuckers had a Japanese president,
at one point. Yeah.
Fujimori.
And his great grandfather who still was living there, like, because they had kids young, he was Japanese. Like, he was from Japan. He speaks Japanese. He learned Spanish, which was dope. Like, to see a Japanese person speak Spanish kind of like threw me off because I never seen that. 15 years old, I'm like, whoa, this is weird.
When I
Okay.
was in 4th grade, I had to go to summer school because I'm a really smart kid, and I had this girl there. You look at her, she was this Asian girl. She was this Asian chick, and she spoke English, which you would expect in
in America.
in the United States. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. you know. And then I started speaking Spanish to a
You know,
friend.
there's a guy going, damn right.
You goddamn right, buddy.
She better be talking
You know,
English in this country.
She will speak American when you're in America. You know, one of them dudes. But no, then I started speaking Spanish to a friend of mine that was there, and then she joined in the conversation. I forget what the fuck you were talking about. And she was like,
Hoy sí.
she's like, ay, ve, a mí me gusta también. Like, we were talking about some show, like, and she just started, she's like, ay, a mí me gusta ese programa también. And we're just like,
and that's when Serv was like, I'm gonna make this bitch mine.
I'm like, yo, she was kind of cute, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, you know. But no, I didn't holler though. She started. I'm like, when she started speaking Spanish. When she started speaking Spanish, I noticed that she spoke with a Venezuelan accent. So I was like Caracas. I asked her, I'm like Caracas or I forget what the other city
Caracas
was.
a carajo.
Maracay. I think I said Maracaibo.
What's a Venezuelan accent?
Jesus. To sit here and discern Spanish accents, we will sit there and fucking we'll be here all day. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's almost a little bit like that. It's a little bit more sing-songy.
Okay.
You know. It's like que chamo. You know, like the pacing is just slightly, you know,
in Peru,
different.
Like, we like to scream it. I think that's
very-
basically from the Japanese descent, where they used to like when their words, it's like they said it with conviction. So Peruvians are like coño, like they would fucking scream that shit.
The Peruvians and Ecuadorians, it's very hard for me to discern the accent. Sometimes I'll ask, I hear the accent and I'll ask him, I'm like, where are you from? He's like de Lima. I'm like, oh, Peru. Damn, I thought he was from Ecuador. You know.
So
it's very, very close.
Do you guys have any like your own type of terms? Like in Peru,
I'm sure we do.
Like the new generation, when I was going there, like the people growing up there, the kids would say, sí, voy a ver mi amigo, sí, mi mistro. Like mistro, like misterio.
What?
Yeah, that's what they would say.
What's misterio?
There was a show that came out in like 2005 there, and like everybody, all the the young kids loved that shit because it was a novella, but it was like a young kid.
Oh,
so it like resonated with the young folks.
It was the new Degrassi.
And his name was Misterio. The show was called Misterio.
Okay.
I think his name was
Rey Misterio Jr.
Javier Misterio. Algo así.
Javier Misterio.
It would be funny because they'd be like, vamos a ver ese chancho Misterio.
In true telenovela fashion, like the men cry more than the women.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Also English.
What's like the greatest novella?
Misterio.
Does anybody know that? Like
novela Misterio. Maybe that might be it.
I don't even know what that one is.
That was a fucking great novella.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna be able to find it, bro. It was like it was only in Lima.
Check. Just put Peru.
Yeah, put Peru.
Un misterio, una pasión. What? Go to images. Go to images.
I don't know what we're looking at right now. Oh my god! I don't think we're gonna find it, bro. I've been looking for it for years. My cousin doesn't even remember how to find it.
Wait, was it even
That's funny.
called
Technically, I
Misterio?
think all we did was just look up mystery novels that take place in
know,
Lima in Spanish.
Google's like, what you expect, bro?
You know, now that I'm looking at it,
Google's
I'm like,
like, here, nigga, this is what you want,
Novela
right?
Misterio en Lima. And then the thing was, he also looked it up in Spanish too, like
Look at that one.
en Lima, like not
Todos mienten.
what? Todos
Mindy
mienten.
Mejia.
Mindy Mejia.
I don't even want to. It's just too funny.
Oh Lord, that's hilarious.
Dalia Negra.
Should I just go soap opera?
Maybe
Yeah,
I
look
tried
up
soap
Peru.
opera.
Yeah, Peru soap opera mystery or
Peruvian
Misterio.
soap opera.
Is it
Soap opera.
I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Soap.
hello?
So there we go, soap opera. I don't even know.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Nice.
Jeez.
That
This
really
is like
narrows
looking
it
for
down.
a needle in a haystack. Come on. We're never gonna
All
find
down
this.
like that.
Misterio or what is it?
Misterio.
Are you
Misterio.
Would it be Misterio?
That's what they called it, Misterio. call my cousin again. I might have to get a.
Go to images.
I'm scared to go to images, Steve.
It's gonna pop up the same.
Just look it up. Just look it up.
It's the thing about Mysterio.
Oh, right there. Yeah, that's what it was, right there.
No way! Look at this picture, y'all.
Yeah, that's what it was, bro. They're wearing the fucking La the soccer club, bro. So that's what there's two soccer clubs, Alianza Lima and La U, and people would distinguish you from that shit. Who you rooted for?
That
That's
is
what it
fucking.
was, bro. That's
Those
what it
are the
was.
most cholo-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Cholo.
But they loved it though over there. Dog.
Puro
They loved that
jíbaro.
shit. Look at the guy on the right trying to look like Pablo. Way on
Yeah,
the
seriously.
The
It's
other
crazy.
name's
My boy with the soccer ball. He's like, "Voy a jugar."
He's like the runt of the group. I would assume just because of the backwards hat.
That's my favorite nigga right here.
Right there. He's killed somebody.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah.
Yo soy el hombre que hace
Yeah.
todo.
Now, he was late because he was too busy killing somebody to
Yeah.
the shoot.
They're like, where's your jersey?
So,
No, no le
Misterio.
tengo.
Historia de la vida real. So it's mystery, history of the real life.
Yep. Shit was dope, bro. Shit was a dope show. Like I was there for a month.
What was the point of the show? What was it?
It was just like the trials and tribulations of young men in like Peru. But it followed the one in the middle. So like he was like, I forgot what he was trying to do. I think he was like a hooligan who was trying to become like a soccer star or some shit. But what ended up happening is I don't know. I didn't catch the ending of it. You know, they were putting out each week. I was only there for a month and a half, so I only saw like 5 episodes. You know, my cousin literally we'd have to stop playing soccer, and he'd drag me back home. Like, we're gonna watch it. But his friends would all do the same thing. All of them would just leave and go watch this, and then we'd come back.
Like they just have like a fucking alarm.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They just have like like Muslims got call to prayer. They got like call to Misterio.
yeah.
You know.
I was playing with the dogs all the time because they just had puppies. So I'm like, fuck this show, bro. Like, that doesn't make no sense to me.
There's just a little kid running through the streets. Misterio!
Yo, it made me so. It annoyed me. So it annoyed me so much. His homeboy. We were playing basketball one time.
Just Misterio! 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 Misterio!
Oh my god! Don't remind me of it.
pasaste.
Oh, bro.
But yo, so one time my cousin and his friend, they just kept screaming that after each bucket. So it was these low rims. So I could
Wait,
dunk
what?
on it.
After each bucket?
Like we were playing basketball.
Oh, okay.
So and we were on these low rims, waiting for like somebody to open up the larger field, the larger court, because people are playing on it. So
Right,
like, we're
and
playing, and
You needed more room?
yeah.
Okay.
So technically, yeah. So like he just kept screaming, "Mysterio! Ah, mira eso, Mysterio!" I'm like, so like I get the ball and I'm like, "Mystery this bitch!" And I just dunk on him. I'm like, "Yo, stop saying that shit!" Like,
Misterio!
it's weird being an American in the third world country. Just so weird. Like,
Is Peru a third world country?
oh, of course, bro.
Have you been back recently? I've heard there's
I
been
haven't
there's
back
been a lot of
since- I
development.
haven't been back since 2008.
Oh, bro, there's been a
But
serious.
when I was there, bro, it was third world
advancement.
country, dog. Nice country, though. You know what I'm saying? I loved it.
Yeah, Ecuador in the mid '90s was a little fucking a little crazy.
You were there.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
did you
yeah.
come to the great United States?
Mind you, I was born here. So
Were you?
Yeah.
I thought you were born there.
No.
You were a green card dude.
No, buddy. I'm good old fucking born and bred in the USA,
Born and
man.
bred in Kentucky, Florida.
Yeah. Kentucky, Florida. in Kentucky, Florida. The state of Kentucky, Florida.
Because at this point, you can't. Tell
It's the new state. Fuck Puerto
At this
Rico.
point, you can't tell the difference.
Fuck you, nigga.
Puerto Ricans are like, fuck that
Wait,
guy.
what? No. But no. I was born in Jersey. But I lived there till I was 3. I know nothing of Jersey. I literally have one vague memory of Jersey. And it's me picking up a snow-covered football. That's it.
Jersey's nice.
Yeah, I've been. Don't get me wrong. I've been back since
Yeah, I was
throughout
just
my
in
life.
Jersey. I was just in Jersey.
I've gone back to visit. Shout out to all my Jersey peeps. Shout out to my cousin.
My sister lives
Brian. My
literally-
cousin
My sister
Michael.
literally lives up by the Lincoln Tunnel, just a bus ride into the city.
Bro, where my cousin,
Took us 15 minutes.
where
to
my
get into the
cousin
city.
lives now, bro. It's a city called Manville. It's like northeast Jersey. Dog, it's like
I think
to
that's
me
where
it looks like
my sister
Mayberry. Like I
think
feel
that's
like
where
I'm
my
in
sister lives.
I'm like in Amityville.
Mansfield.
Wait, what?
I think that's where my sister lives, something like that.
Manville?
We passed something. I remember vaguely seeing a sign that says "Welcome to Mansfield."
Not Mansfield. I said Manville.
Oh, Manville, no.
Like man
Mansfield.
and Ville.
I see Mansfield.
No, I'm near like New.
I
like,
seen a man in a field.
like I'm 20
bruh.
minutes away from like New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay, Mansfield. See a man in a field.
So the
New York is
around
nice,
there,
though.
bro, it looks like there is literally a street called Main Street, and it looks like fucking Amityville. Like the way the architecture and everything is
And
set up, it looks like
and that's nice. That'd be creepy.
no, bro. It looks like fucking. It looks like fucking. It looks like little Mayberry, like a little
Well,
like
serve is such like a
TV
demon,
town.
like
A TV
he's
town.
probably like, yes, how many? Do you see the blood?
It looks
of
like-
the,
it looks
of
like
the
a TV
windows?
town.
It pleases me.
Yeah, you can hear the cries of the children.
What the fuck?
It excites me. do that Silence of the Lambs shit. You know that type shit.
A nice bowl of Chianti.
Yeah. I had his liver with some nice fava beans and a nice Chianti. You ever hear
Chianti
that?
these nuts. Nigga.
You ever hear the Pete Holmes bit about that? He's like, nobody asked him to do that.
I remember.
That
I
wasn't.
saw a little
That wasn't.
documentary about that.
That wasn't written in the skit in the script. He just did that.
We all freaked out.
Nobody told him to do that when he did that.
The camera guy pissed his pants.
It was like, yeah. Apparently, that's like a real reaction that Jodie Foster had when he does that because she didn't expect him to do that. He hadn't done that before. Apparently,
He does that to me, I'm slapping him. That's creepy. That's creepy, all right? Somebody does that to you and you know that they ape someone.
Fuck you, Sir Anthony
You know what I'm saying?
Hopkins.
They're just listen, if a person is eating somebody, one, that's the fattest thing you can ever do.
You're also an actor playing pretend, so the fact that you would slap him thinking that he actually ate somebody makes you an ass, and it it's just a credit to the commitment and the level of skill that Sir Anthony Hopkins brings to the role.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
listen to the table, my nigga.
Can you imagine Ello just like he's in the middle of why did you do that? Why did you kill those men? He's telling you the story. I had some nice, with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. You just fucking see Ello just go.
Yeah, straight up. Like I'm slapping him to challenge him.
Cut, Danny. What the fuck, man?
What are you trying to start a duel? Like what the fuck
Bro,
are you doing?
Bro, I thought he was gonna suck my dick, bro. I don't know what happened, yo. Like I just reacted. I'm sorry. I just it was weird,
That's
bro.
a creepy picture, by the way. I just remember seeing that the poster of the butterfly in her lips, and it just looked so weird.
Hold on. Before you start that.
It's already low.
I got the remote right here.
Oh, okay.
What, you want it up?
Well, yeah, to
You
hear
want
it.
to hear this shit?
Hold on. Let me get it to the point.
Oh my god. He just looks creepy.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You're one of Jack Crawford's, aren't you?
The fuck?
I am,
R2D2
yes.
just came in? Like,
May I see your credentials?
Certainly.
did anybody think Jodie Foster was hot back then?
Closer, please.
I thought she was pretty good looking woman. Yeah. I mean, now she's old as shit, but
You know that shit's been ran through now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't just be fucking old loose pussy like that, all willy nilly. Oh Lord, fuck that
What's
shit.
wrong with
Lord.
you, sir?
If it ain't tight, it ain't right.
Oh my god!
I'm Elo Soul and I endorse this
No,
message. That's right.
That did not say
She's
that.
old. No, you said she's old, which
I just
means
said
that
she's
is all,
old.
and that's all the things that ran through your head. That's right. She's too old
what
for
ran
me.
through my head is she looks.
That's
she's
right.
an older
I like
woman now.
young prepubescent pussy. No, I'm just like.
Whoa! Jesus.
No, all right, that's too dark. That's too
God,
dark. That's too
no.
dark. But
Our viewers are probably like, "No, fuck this." Fuck
You
this.
ageist motherfucker. That's ageism, bro. That's being ageist.
You borderline were a pedophile just now.
labeling that right?
Like, what are you doing?
Oh Lord.
Are you committed to
Oh,
a crime? Are you
God.
committing? Are you
18 and over only. 18 to 25. That's my target demographic. You know how they say that your age appropriate is half your age plus 7?
Yeah.
By those standards, that makes somebody 22 for me. And I'm like, yeah, no. 22 is way too. Oh, like I saw Dane Cook?
Mhm.
He's 45. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was pretty old when he started getting popular.
Right. He was in his 30s. I realize this now.
Yeah, I think he was in his.
Yeah, he was in his
30s when the
early to
Comedy
mid 30s.
Central- the
Early to
Comedy
mid
Central
yeah.
one, right?
That was like he was in his mid 30s around then. So he is 45 now. And he is currently dating a girl, a singer that is 19.
My boy Dan Cook.
Yo, like the well, can you look up Dane Cook dates 19-year-old?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's even one was like, "What?
Yeah.
My boy Dan Cook over here getting 19-year-old pussy."
Boom, right there.
She looks like a Kardashian.
Of course they do. They all do now. They're fucking
Is
clones.
They're
all fucking clones now. I got some cousins, yo. They're like, they're young and like they all like got like the Jenner hair and the Kardashian.
How hard
look.
is it now to raise a girl?
Oh God, I can only imagine.
Way harder now.
I can only imagine.
There's so much the way they just perpetuate women now when it comes to social media. Like before, you know how hard it was to get a woman to dress the way certain like women do in Instagram? You know how hard it was to get a girl to send you a pic like that, bro?
Yeah.
It took oogles of fucking MySpace messages.
Oogles. Man, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm going from my era.
That's funny. I never have used, social media to like holler at women at all.
There's always been one that's like it started out with MySpace. Before it was AOL chats. That was before my time.
Yeah.
I started dating in the time of MySpace, 13, 14. Then after MySpace, it was Facebook. A little bit of a website called Tagged. Now I think it was Tinder at one point for a while. Now it's I've heard it before on shows. Plenty of Fish. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
POF, yeah.
POF, yeah, Plenty of Fish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the new one,
my
right?
homeboy had it. He got a couple dates off of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is the new thing, I guess."
Mm-hmm.
The POF thing, and it was just like MySpace. You'd have a profile picture, you'd have a bio of yourself,
and the whole nine,
friends. They've made it a little bit simpler. MySpace, you put blogs and all this shit. It was more of like a window into yourself instead of it being like just a dating thing. Now it's just become solely like, this is my credentials for a date. Do you want to go on a date?
little sidebar thing. I was on Reddit and I posted. Somebody posted on the funny subreddit a picture, and it was of a screenshot from a Twitter post, and it said, "I wish what do you call it? Instagram or he's like, I wish Twitter had a feature where when people come to your page, they hear like your favorite song playing." Right in the background, and then somebody took a screenshot of that and they posted, "We are now living in the generation that has officially forgotten about MySpace, that doesn't know what MySpace was." Like, that's crazy. Like, they look at MySpace, like MySpace now is like the new LinkedIn, basically.
Carlos
like
just said, "Fuck your conversation."
I gotta stretch, motherfucker.
I thought it was a more like, "Shut up."
Fuck that.
Fuck. MySpace is the greatest.
Fucking dude.
Yeah, seriously. You motherfuckers ain't in my top 8 no more.
I I remember when they put you can have a top 50, and I'd be like, that's just too much now. You're going way overboard.
I legit got into a fight with my then girlfriend in high school because she wasn't in the top 4 of my top 8.
The girl I was dating,
and some other girl was.
This girl that I was dating, I took her off my top 5. She always wanted to be number 1, but I took her off because my sister had finally got MySpace. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put my sister number. It's my fucking blood. You know what I'm saying? That's my damn sister. She's gonna be my family. Was always gonna be number 1 in my book. So I put her like, who is that? And I'm like, that's my sister. So what? And I'm like, are you serious? You're really gonna get mad over your picture being in front of my sister's on a website? That's what we're really fighting about? Is that what we're doing here?
You're right, Elo. Come here and let me suck your dick for no reason.
That's how it should work.
That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's fucking parental advisory does not endorse the thoughts and opinions of Elo Soul. He speaks of his own. What is it?
Accord.
He speaks of his own accord.
The Accords, bro. The same shit that they try to trap the fucking Avengers in.
He speaks of his own accord. You know.
What was it? The Sokovia Accords? Yeah.
The Sokovia Accords.
Fuck that shit, Captain America.
Yo, I can't wait.
Use the reason it gets so nerdy.
I can't wait. I can't wait for.
It always goes back. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I can't wait for Avengers. That's gonna be dope. And I just can't wait to see what happens. Have you seen the screenshot of I fucked up and I saw the screenshot of Captain Marvel. And what I like about it is they're not making her she's not going to be sexy Captain Marvel. It's not going to be about that. She's a superhero.
Okay.
So
well,
she's wearing a suit. It's a tactical suit though. There's no like tit armor, you know, and shit like that. You know, there's no like
that's sad, man.
Enhanced ass features.
What? That's what I loved about Black Widow in the first time.
That's just her body, you asshole.
Yeah, but still.
See, that's the problem.
It's always nice to see a really beautiful woman who has good curves whip some ass. And look good doing it.
Right. Who's not to say that this girl isn't going to do it? Yeah, see?
Oh, that's not so bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's good. That's perfect. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a nice suit.
Yeah, just shut your fucking
mouth. But I thought Captain Marvel was like Shazam. Like, once they become, you know, their powerful self, it's like this suit becomes on them.
You're stupid. You almost. I thought you were gonna go Captain Planet for a second. Once our powers combined,
water, earth, wind,
water, hot, go planet.
With our powers combined, we unite.
Oh God, that fucking remember the theme song?
I forgot about the theme song. How did it go?
Oh, you don't remember?
I forgot.
Captain Planet. He's
I remember that shit. I think that was a kid's first fist pump.
Oh man. No, for me, it was Batman the Animated Series. Like, I saw that when it came out for the first time. I was 5 when that show came out.
You ever seen Clifford, the Red Dog?
Yeah, that show was whack.
I used to like that show.
Fuck that show. And fuck anybody that liked that show.
The Wild Thornberries. That was a low-key, like, legendary show, The Wild Thornberries.
What? Yeah. See, I was not a Nickelodeon kid. By the time all those shows kind of came about, I was already like
so you
deep
never
into
seen Rugrats or nothing?
No, I never really watched those shows. Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold was a shit.
You know, the only show
Hey
I
Arnold would
kind of
teach
sort
you
of
shit.
the one that I kind of sort of watched from time to time was Doug.
Ooh, Doug was.
That was the only show I really fucked with. But all of them, like all that,
Patty Mayonnaise,
Amanda's Universe or whatever it was, the Amanda Show. Like I didn't really watch those. You know, Skeeter I did watch.
Skeeter was a good one.
I watched my uncle's.
Skeeter was.
You ever seen? Maybe you because I know you're a Nick guy. Have you ever seen the one with the 2 beavers?
I'm sorry.
Angry Beavers.
I'm sorry. As soon as I just said Skeeter, I just pictured now the puppet Skeeter just fucking skeeting all over fucking women now. Just like
my God.
So dark.
With the background, with the fucking with the theme song in the background of the show. He's just fucking It's just a giant orgy with video hoes.
What the fuck?
Oh, God. But, they, now with this whole, it's a different time now. Like, now the women are just coming up. They used to be side pieces and just, like, eye candy now. But now they're, like, proper full-fledged heroes that they're looking to flesh
and
out.
all that, and even in real life when it comes to sports, like, do you know that women's wrestling is on a whole nother level now? It's not about you need to look good and just have some wrestling skills. I mean, and like the ones that were famous were Fabulous Moolah, Trish Stratus, Lita, you know, because they were athletic and they would do these crazy. Now all these like my boy Dwayne watches wrestling hardcore, and he's like, now they have the tournaments and this shit, and all these women are flying. They're super athletic. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they look good, but now they're like their body is of like a muscular, toned body.
Oh,
it's not. You gotta
those
have
women
big
are
tits or
fit.
ass.
Those women are fit.
Yeah, they're like on a different level now,
bro. Like let's take it to the obvious one. I mean, women's combat sports now in the UFC. I mean, it's those fights. Those fights are just as. Hold on, hang on one second. Those fights now, because because of Ronda Rousey. Say whatever you want, but you got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, she brought the sport up. She brought that division up.
She legitimized it.
Yeah, of course.
Those fights are now anticipated just as much, if not more, than some of the fights now, than some of the men's the men's fights.
They're about to do Amanda Nunes versus Chris Cyborg.
Ooh,
bro, that's gonna be so fucking. They just announced for Fight Week in July, Stipe versus Daniel Cormier, champion.
Shut the fuck up! Really?
Fight Week is gonna be great. I can't wait for July.
We gotta do something for that.
Fight Week.
Maybe we could do a fight companion.
We might.
Fuck around and do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever? Do you know what the Fight Week? Fight Week is when they have. It's like obviously it's like a week where the world like just pays tribute to combat sports. Taekwondo, wrestling, kickboxing. You name it. So UFC does Friday. They'll have the Ultimate Fighter finale. Because the Ultimate Fighter starts in April and ends in July. So they'll have the, mind you, Stipe and Cormier are the coaches this year. So they're leading up to it.
True.
So they'll have Friday, they'll have that, they'll have a card on Saturday. And the main card, I think, will be that Sunday. I think that's the only times where they'll do a Sunday.
True. Oh, man. Like,
but,
so I love that in 2018, women are finally being recognized properly. The way it should have been. They're now
like Serena Williams will probably go down as the greatest tennis player of all time.
There is
down.
I believe it's in Seattle, which is not out of their character. Now legalized a law that prohibits employers from looking up previous salary history on your application, so they can now they now don't have the right to know how much the company used to pay you. All they can do now is verify that you worked there and however long that you worked there, and that's it. Legally speaking. So the reason they do that is to curb the gender wage gap,
the bias.
And it's to eliminate any bias from a future employer of basing their salary. It's now going to be based on how much they're going to pay you for that is an offer, not how much you've been paid before, which is awesome. I'm totally okay with that.
Seattle's always been the ones to push the progressive note.
They're very, very progressive.
Oh,
very, very progressive.
That's why they're one of the booming cities right now. Everything they do, they're a very green city too.
Yeah, the Washington State. For
I think
the most
they have
part,
to be. It rains like every day over there.
That state is like bred by like people that escaped all of California, and didn't want to go all the way up to Canada, and just kind of were like, well, all right,
we'll just be in Seattle.
We'll just chill here in Washington. I've never been to the west coast of the country.
I've always wanted to go to Oregon.
I want to. One of the things I would like to do, like a bucket list thing of mine, is to visit every state in the United States and like everything that belongs to the United States as far as territories and everything like that. So like Guam, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. You know, I would want to see all those. I would love to, because that's technically all part of the United States. I would love
to go to Puerto Rico, bro. Puerto Rico sounds dope.
We're gonna be we're working on some things because we do want to go to Puerto Rico. All you know.
Me too. Oh,
yeah, everybody.
When did this? Did you just think of this?
No. No, I didn't think of this. Maybe not this year, but next year.
I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. Like my bucket list is like Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, definitely Japan.
Japan first.
Eventually, I might, if I convince my wife, I'd love to live in Japan. If like I can find work
I hear it's very difficult.
I mean, depends.
I'm not trying to deter you away from that.
You know, I've heard of people say it's
Mind
difficult.
you, also
heard people say it was an easy transition.
You also do understand that if you're moving to Japan, it's because you're now like 50 years old and you're retiring because we've created such a successful podcast.
Oh yeah, no, like it would probably be after my kids are 18. My kids are 18. I'll be like, we out, bitch. Like we go to Japan.
See you, nigga. We out this bitch. We gonna be in the island.
I'm gonna send you the anime we get first. That's probably what I go for the culture.
Oh my god, Dad! I don't want to read your stupid Japanese comic books. It's called manga.
Yeah, that's legit gonna be me with my kids. And I might have a backhand if they tell me something wrong. This is stupid. Whoosh. Let me go get my blade.
You know,
my blade of justice.
I've seen that.
I would love to go to the Coliseum.
Ooh.
Oh, I would love to go there.
We're gonna get there. We will get there.
I'd love to go to Germany just to see
Auschwitz,
the museums.
No, that's not.
Because I heard that the museums in like Germany are just world class.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
Like so much tradition that they I think they have a museum where they talk about what went down with the whole Nazi era.
Yeah, I think they have.
Like they don't really shy away from it too much. Museum. Like they put it there as a reminder of what happened. You know what I'm saying? True. I think that's good though for a country to do that because it reminds the people of where they the struggles that certain eras went through, and like now you're living in a. Yeah, look at the era they lived in before, and look where you're living now.
Yeah, I mean that's it. The thing is,
America should definitely do that more.
Well, and it's already starting to happen. Like people are already the administrations of this country, in the state at least, to certain state levels. Like in Texas, there was a history book where it mentioned slavery, but it named they weren't first of all, the word slavery wasn't used. It was they said it was help that they had from people that they had housed on their property. That's how
they're explaining it.
That's how they painted it.
Okay.
Like it's not like they were brought here against their will.
So people had helpers,
right? They had helpers instead of slaves. Okay. Like this was in the official history book for the.
That's a step up for them because they don't really talk about it at all. That's the thing. I feel like it'd be better if the child learns everything that happened from a teacher instead of learning it outside from many different people who have different beliefs.
Yeah, it's like
because then you're getting their construed version of what they believe it is. Then like a teacher telling you how it was.
Yeah. People are like, slavery was like 300 years ago. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Slavery was 150 years ago. Mm-hmm. We just got we got the combustible engine in like the 1880s.
And people are still going through it heavy in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. We got it off light in the 90s and 2000s because that we were in a different state of mind by that point. It wasn't as bad as like the 50s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying?
We're still using coal in 2018.
Yeah.
And that shit's been around since the Dark Ages.
Oh, mind you, we have a president who went away from the Paris Act, remember? Where everybody's trying to go green. And he's like, no, I'm bringing back coal and steel mines. Fuck that shit.
Like, my to be honest with you, when it comes to the whole Trump situation,
I found out my aunt voted for him.
I'm not.
It was weird. My aunt was with me, and it was me and my cousins and everything. They're much older now, and like we start talking about like America, because I said, I'd love to go to Canada and visit, because like I can see myself moving. Like I just don't see myself in America when I'm older. I just don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I have
That's
the money,
fine.
I just don't see myself, because I'm going to want to go somewhere else.
Right. You've seen.
I've lived all my life here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to live the second half of my life here. See what I'm saying? Like, I know most people would want to,
but here's the thing, though. You've only lived in certain sections of America. Why not move
Right.
to another part of America? Why not move to Montana?
Because I feel like the culture is still the same American culture, and I've had that now 27 years going. When I finally move, I'll probably be 40. So that's 40 years of
Fair
the
enough.
American culture. I'm like, that's why I say I might go to Japan, because I see their culture. I'm like, I wouldn't mind living in that culture for like 20 years.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
It's a
I can
little
respect
different.
that.
Let me try that.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Yes, if I go to New York, it's it's New York City. It's a different type of way, but it's still the American culture that is surrounded in this country. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'd like to go to Japan, because like in America, we have a lot of people have no problem with our streets being a little dirty. It's like, oh, we're America. We're a fast and bustle city. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just can't throw away trash or whatever.
Right.
In Japan, they don't play that shit. Their streets are clean. People are basically like bred that you have to throw away your items. You have to recycle. Like it's instilled in homes and children as they grow up. So that's why they have the cleanest subways. They have the cleanest streets. They don't have to worry about that shit, and their homeless rate is really low, because they don't believe like people should be homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's different than here. Like here, if somebody becomes homeless, it's like, well, it's their actions that's why they have to figure it out.
It's kind of true.
Nice story, bro. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, but yeah, so my aunt, so like we were talking about that, and she's like, well, why wouldn't you want to live in America? I'm like, well, I live in America now, so like, but it's not the greatest country ever. And she was like, no, it's the greatest country. I'm like, you can probably say it's the greatest country ever, as much as what we've done and where we are. We're like the biggest country.
I mean, it's.
And then my cousin just does it. She's like, she goes to my sister, and I can hear her. She looks by both of us. She's like, she voted for Trump. And we were like, oh, okay. That's why she's getting defensive.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because she got real defensive, because my cousin was like, I'd like to move to Canada.
I see.
And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind moving to Canada.
You actually think he's going to make it great again. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
And like, I kind of was talking to her about it, but then my cousin and my sister were like, no, let's just drop it.
Yeah.
Because she started to get a little bit more angry. Because I'm like me, when I talk politics, I don't ever get angry, because you have your point of view, I have mine. I understand that from the jump. So I'm never going to get angry if you don't agree with my view. Because from the jump, I already knew you might not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my aunt is not like that. My aunt is like, it's my view or the highway. That's a specific trait all the mothers in that my family have. Like, it's got to be their way or the highway. So like, she was like,
strong presence right there.
yeah. So she was like, oh, you don't see America's getting better now? And I'm like, they're literally, my only comeback was like, they're literally kicking our people out of this country. And if you didn't have a green card or papers, they'd kick you out too. And like, my aunt was just like, well, that's different. I'm like, how's that different? And that's when like my sister and my cousin were like, just drop it. This is like not going to end. You're never going to make her think that it's
you're not
going to
change their
good.
mind.
And
36% of the American population will always agree with Donald Trump, no matter what he does.
And the funny thing is, she told me the reason why. I was like, why did you vote for him? Because I wanted something different. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, I totally agree with that then. I understand the fact that most of these people who did vote for him wanted something different. And they were either going to vote for the same thing they're getting, but worse, because at least Obama gave you hope. But now you have Hillary, who's like a Bush, but like a little bit different.
Yeah.
She's smarter than Bush, but it's like, yeah, we're still getting
it's still going to be just
that dirty politics.
It's just business as usual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it
would
would
have
been.
With Obama and Bill, it was like they made you feel better about your country and you living in here.
She would have done bad shit too. She would have done bad shit too, but because it would have been specifically like letting the banks win and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You
So
know.
I understand when they say, I wanted something different. I agree with that. And then at that point, like, now if you vote for him because you're a racist and you just want another white fucking president, then I'm going to be like, well, you're a piece of shit.
Right.
But if you're saying, I'm voting because I don't want the same thing anymore.
Right. Like,
then I understand. I
yeah.
totally understand.
I voted for politicians my entire life.
That's why I couldn't vote. That's why I didn't vote.
He's not a politician. I've
just
seen
didn't
him on
vote.
TV. I've seen him on TV. I've seen him in movies.
Yeah, but he's a businessman.
I understand that.
Barely a
exactly.
businessman. He's barely.
Exactly.
I know,
He's not
He's a
one of
terrible
them.
businessman.
He's not one of them. That's how they see it.
Yeah, that's how they see it. Because he never was in politics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All he did was ever give money to certain,
listen, say
donors.
whatever you want about Donald Trump. What I love about his entire existence in the presidential scheme, and now that he's a president, is the fact that he just opened up the curtain
He opened
to
Pandora's box.
to the entire machine and just showed its ass to everybody. And like, look, see, it's just a rig that is all set up to do this. This is just a show, people.
The thing people are afraid of is the same thing I'm afraid of. What's the worst thing he can do though?
This motherfucker was dropping like rap lyrics on the fucking debate, on the debates and the primaries and shit like that. You know, this nigga was dropping Tupac type shit. Like, he's over here like legit going to say like, I've made donations to each and every single last one of these candidates in their campaigns.
Yeah, he was killing them. All the Republicans had nothing. They had
Like,
nothing.
he's like, I've paid all of them. I've contributed to all of their campaigns. I have my own money. I'm not one of them. You're right. I wanted something
God.
different.
One of them. I knew Trump was gonna win, bro. Like, because
I didn't think so, to be honest with you. I was surprised.
This is the thing. In the back of my mind,
I
always thought he's probably gonna win because I understand that they don't like. The more it started to get towards election day, I start seeing that how they're dogging fucking Hillary in the media. I'm like, they're trying to kill her image. And I'm like, they're going to get him elected. It's gonna happen. They tried to do it with Mitt Romney and Obama, but it's like it's so hard because Obama's so squeaky clean. You can't do it. There's nothing you can do. Or there's nothing you can say that he can't outsay. That's how he won twice. He would just outwit the bastard.
That's true. He's very
Well spoken. Yeah, he was composed. He knew what to say at the right time and how to say it to you.
Oh, bro, Obama was our fucking Kennedy.
That's why they couldn't
Straight
beat
up.
him. They couldn't beat him. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary, it's like cupcake walk for them. Like my boy Max Holloway says, 'cause it's a bunch of cupcakes up in there.
Because he had so much shit on her. It was easy.
Yeah, she goes to like those Breitbart meetings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing there? You know, what the hell is being said and spoken over there? Like,
Bunch of shit, bro.
like who the fuck knows? Like planning, you know, world domination on some Pinky in the Brain type shit.
Pinky in the brain.
It's insane.
So who would be the brain? Who would be Pinky? Pinky would definitely be Donald Trump.
Hillary is definitely
Brain.
No, is Pinky.
No, because Pinky's really the genius.
No. The genius is Trump.
That's what I'm saying. Then he'd be Pinky. Because Pinky is the genius in the two.
No, Brain is the
No.
genius.
You see, you've never seen the episode. You've never seen the episode where... Remember that episode they had where it would say who was the smartest? It was a thing where he made an invention, right? And it was supposed to swap minds. So he swapped his mind, right? With Pinky. So he puts the machine on and he's like, who's the smartest? So it's supposed to say Pinky because he's in Pinky's mind. Mm-hmm. But it says Brain. And Pinky is in Brain's mind. And when he swaps it back, he's like, who's the smartest? And he's Brain and it says Pinky. So Pinky really is the smartest. It's not Brain. They're trying to trick you.
That's an episode?
Yeah, it was an episode. I forgot which episode.
Can we
I can literally pull that up.
Look that up.
Pull up the Pinky and the Brain theory.
Now, wait, it's a theory or it's the actual episode?
It's a theory that was confirmed by the episode.
All right, hold on. So look up.
Pinky and the Brain, bro. Damn, 4.7 out of 5 for Hulu. They really love that shit. Yeah, confirmed, bro. Confirmado. I don't know if I said it right. Well, let's not put the volume up because this guy will probably copyright us. It's like, I can already tell.
So just mute it. Yeah, just play it, but mute it. It's got the captions on anyways.
But yeah, it's just, they're just basically saying that, you know, because think about it, Brains, when he would make these inventions, they would always fuck up at the end. He'd never make a full invention.
I've heard this theory before.
You know what I'm saying? So they were like, oh, and it would always be Pinky who would, like, be the one to make the machine not work or the invention not work. So they were like, it's because Pinky was smarter. He knew how to fucking fuck it up. And this nigga wasn't really making these shits right. So, like, when they finally put the helmets on, it was like, no, Pinky is the smartest because you suck.
True. I can see that. But I didn't know that there was an episode.
Yeah, they made an episode.
Like, that's the thing that I want to get to.
Isn't it like some sort of saying like to really watch out for the fool?
Something like that.
You know what I
It
mean?
was something like that.
I mean...
So yeah, like Brain,
Something
they're supposed to
like
say Brain is the insane person. And Pinky is the genius.
No, it says one is a genius, the other's insane.
Brain is the insane one.
But it doesn't specify that. It's just...
Right, but that's what the conclusion is based on. Like, Brain is the insane one. Pinky is the genius.
The fact that Steven Spielberg was involved with this to begin with, to me, was amazing.
Steven Spielberg did Pinky? I didn't know that.
Not Pinky and the Brain. You gotta remember, Pinky and the Brain was an offshoot of Animaniacs.
Right, I remember.
And then it got its own show. I believe.
What was the greatest one of our time? Was it Bugs Bunny? I think it was.
Well,
Or
no.
a more prominent one.
For closer to our era.
Well, yeah, I was born in, like, 91. You were born in, like, 52 or some shit.
Mm-mm.
You're, like, 203 years old.
And you're like, what? 6 days, right? Somewhere around there. You're a newborn,
6 days.
right? You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm a newborn that
You're-
can fully talk
you're a
after
bi-
6 days.
Yeah, you're a big...
I'm the hybrid.
You're a big fat baby.
I'm a big fat baby.
Yeah. I mean, look at you.
Gaga.
Yeah.
Google. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
See, there it is. So it said that when he asked, okay, who's the insane one? It said Brain was the insane one.
But Steven Spielberg,
Right.
had,
It was an episode where Pinky got to do his plan. That's what it was based on. Pinky got to do his plan.
Pinky's turn.
Yeah. Because usually it's always Brain with these plans, you know what I'm saying? But this episode was Pinky.
Do you guys remember Good Idea, Bad Idea?
Good idea, bad idea.
Yeah, play that.
Never
Good
heard of
Idea, Bad Idea from Animaniacs.
I remember the one where they had Prince in it, and like they said something weird about fingers, and it's like, "Do you have get your fingers on him? I have my fingers in him." Like I was like, "What the fuck?"
Good Idea, Bad Idea. Full screen it. Good Idea, playing the piccolo in a marching band. Bad Idea,
Oh, I seen these.
playing the piano in a marching band.
Yeah, I remember these. Oh, these were funny.
Hold on, can you play it? You can play it. Nobody's gonna fucking jack us for this shit. Just play the sound.
Put the sound up. Put it over there. You gotta put it all the way up. Like all the way. Like drag that bitch.
What are you doing? Just drag it all the way. Stopping to feel the roses.
Good idea. Taking a deep breath before jumping into a
I've seen this one. That was the one I saw.
Bad idea. Taking a deep breath after jumping into a swimming pool. Good idea. Going alpine skiing in the winter.
No.
Bad idea. Going alpine skiing in the summer.
Oh. Go out alpine skiing in the summer. All those rocks.
Kissing a loved one. Bad idea. Kissing a total stranger. Good idea. Doing your own yard work. Bad idea. Doing your own dental work.
Oh my god. So he just killed himself. By fatality.
Dressing up for Halloween as a pirate. Bad idea. Dressing up for Halloween as a pinata. Good idea.
Like that. That fucking what do you call it? Cartoon when I was a kid was fucking great. Like,
You can
All
switch
these
that to
little
like
things.
real adult shit.
and it was a real
Good idea. Using a condom. Bad idea. We about to do it raw.
bad idea. So you said it was $40, right?
Bad idea. My foot's gone.
What? The fuck? What is this, salt, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like this thing is just on some next shit.
That would be like, good idea. Good idea.
Fuck are you going? with
Of
this
course,
shit?
it's a
Good
it's a song
idea.
thing. It's a song
Good
thing.
idea.
Good idea. Live a good life and be helpful to people. Bad idea. Let's play a game.
That was such a long setup for that.
It was a long walk to get to that one.
Oh man. So yeah, we're practically almost 2 hours deep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll wait for a woman to come back and find it.
Well, and in the meantime, be sure, guys, to
Like and
follow us online at Parental Advisory Podcast on YouTube and Parental Advisory Cast on Facebook, Instagram, and SoundCloud, and PA Podcast on Snapchat and Parental Podcast on Twitter. Yeah, man, hit us up. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys got topics that you guys want us to talk about. Yeah, listen, everything that we've, managed to accomplish so far has just simply been just off the strength of you guys and just passing the word, and sharing with your friends and letting them know, like, hey guys, listen to these guys. Are pretty, they're pretty good at what they're doing. So we greatly appreciate it. To all the people that just keep listening. It's crazy when I just keep getting notifications about, there's another download or there's another listen, something like that. And I'm just like, Jesus, this is insane. So.
Aren't you,
Thank you.
I know Bro Life is coming out with something new, right?
Oh, yes.
I heard the two...
Lifer season is officially on and popping right now. We got 2 new tracks out.
I love the cover art. It's the Grim Reaper at the beach. He's a
Yeah.
lifeguard.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
The Lifer season, it's like there's 2 tracks. We got our the homie here. Let me just get it real quick. So yeah, we got on Lifer season right now. It's a playlist that we're dropping. We got another. From what I'm hearing, we got another track coming for the playlist so far. But we got 2 of them out right now. One's called Felonies. That's
that one is a dope song.
That's
telling me I got felonies.
yeah. That's got the my brother Jack there and Biz. and the homie Win. And that's produced by Shortiano the Great.
I remember, I think it was Jack in one of the sessions me and Ivan had. He was recording that one.
Oh,
because he'd always come along, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't, whenever we paid, we didn't mind because it was just bro life stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that track is. Whew.
And
play that shit in the car before you go to the gym.
Yeah, and then we also have this other track. It's really it's banging pretty heavy too right now. Is Toxins.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
And that's got Ivan.
Killed that shit again.
And yeah, we got Trillery and Jack, and then we got the our new homie that just came into the fold. The homie Ant Foreign.
Oh, he's a Bro Life member now.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Official Bro Life member now, and shout out to the whole God Nizza crew, Dirty Double, and Ant Foreign. Now official members of Bro Life. So, Foreign killed that shit. And that's available on brolife.net. That's available everywhere.
You got both, the duo.
Well, no, we got Ant Foreign on this one. We don't have. We ain't got Dirty Double on this one yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually excited to see what they bring. And I mean, like I said, Foreign killed this shit. And that's on brolife.net as well as it's available everywhere on all platforms. Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, Apple Music, the whole nine. You can find it everywhere. So look that up. Life for Season. That's LFRSZN. Playlist. Just look that up. Just find us there on Bro Life. Follow us on all your streaming platforms there, and check that shit out. We greatly appreciate the listen. So, but yeah. So, what about you? Don't you? What else you got?
I'm working on Welcome to the Shadow Realm. I've been working on it now since.
So that's the official title, right?
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Realm. I was gonna do that before Full Metal, but I had my mindset was already on Full Metal. Like I was already listening to beats for it. I had, I already made 2 songs for it, so I was like, I'm just gonna drop Full Metal. So I put Welcome to the Shadow Realm on my back burner, and I'm gonna just come out with that one now. It's gonna be a much darker tone, obviously. So I'm gonna be talking more like on the lines of a lot of politics and everything, which I kind of delved into with that one track with me, Ivan, and Brazil.
See, motherfucker, you can say it right.
Delve?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I have to. But yeah, I've been working on that. I'm working with a good up and coming artist. His name is Sean Hicks, and he's doing I guess like an anime thing, like an animation thing, and he needs music for it. So I'm gonna be on one of the tracks for this anime.
Nice.
So
good shit,
he sent
bro.
me the beat yesterday, so I'm gonna start working on it as soon as I can.
Like the intro to it or something?
I'm not sure. I don't. I think he's just gathering music right now, and then he's gonna see.
True.
But yeah, he sent me a beat. The beat was really dope. It's really like somber beat. So like I have to like listen to it a couple times before I can start thinking about something.
Right.
I literally just got the download last week, and yesterday, and last week. Sorry,
that's a difference.
What the fuck are you on, bro?
Yeah,
my bad. I'm still on jet lag, so
yeah. Some good ass weed, bro.
Some good ass weed. I'm back in last week, right?
Some good ass weed.
I'm back last Tuesday. But yeah, and then obviously we're working on Serving Soul, which who knows when that shit's gonna come.
Yeah, that's our detox. Yeah,
I just want to already come out with it, like
yeah.
We have to come up with something.
Well, trust
we need
me.
to set it.
It's
Let's
coming.
do it now.
It's coming.
Let's do it now. Summer.
Hold on.
Summer. That's plenty of time. We're a week before the end of January.
Summer. All right.
Summer. It's not too far.
Summer.
It gives us 4
Late
months
summer.
legitimately.
Late summer.
Oh, if you want late, that's 5 months.
Late summer.
That's fine.
August.
But we have to stick to that now. Late summer.
Late July.
Plenty of time, Serve.
Yeah, late July.
I'm literally waiting for you at the finish line.
All right, I got you, bro. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there waiting for you, bro.
So corny. So corny. I swear to God, he knows how to make everything so corny. So, but yeah, that's what I'm working on now. And other than that, just videos that we're obviously doing for the podcast.
Yeah, man. So, be sure
This
to.
really takes up most of my time.
Yeah, be sure to like I said, be sure to check us out, man. Follow us online. At JServe954 on all social media. At JServeTV on YouTube.
For me, LOSO463 on all social media and LOSOYT for the YouTube channel.
Oh, one more Chiquito. One more _ Chiquito, nigga.
Like the banana, but with an O.
Chiquito.
You guys already know.
Is
You
that
should
it?
know.
Is that it?
Carlos, is there a page you want to promote or something for the
Carlos,
food?
you wanna come over here?
Carlito el Colombiano.
A dose of Lowe's.
Can you spell that for the people?
ADOSELOZ.
There you go. A dose of Lowe's. Check the man out, yo.
You'll be putting up some
Yo,
nice
like
food up
dog, the food there.
Fuego, man.
If you want to see some,
Fueguito.
if you want to see a master
Check him
chef at
out.
work, bro, like the man is ridiculous, man. The food that he comes up
He's
with.
gonna cook
it's-
some steaks right now.
Yeah, like like the man's an alchemist, straight up.
He's
what
an
the man
alchemist?
does. Yeah, it's ridiculous what he
bro.
does.
Yo, what arm did you give up?
Dog. Mango. Hold on.
Mango? Where did this
Listen,
come from?
listen. It was
Think about
pork.
mangoes.
It was like a pork roast with a mango sauce, like on top. Mixed paired with like. Was there a nice Chianti? Yeah.
Some fama beans.
Like there was it was like corn. What was it? Was like a corn
Corn, tomato, onion, salsa.
corn and tomato onion salsa, and then was it red potatoes?
Roasted potatoes.
Red roasted potatoes.
Those things are so
Bueno.
fuego.
Dog.
Bueno.
Like, I mean, that
actual
shit was
flavor.
just straight up sex. Like, that
Yo,
was
fuck your tongue.
ridiculous,
Fucking
man.
You
Oh
tongue
my
that
God.
steak.
It was ridiculous.
Oh,
Bro,
when
mango.
I went
mango.
to New Jersey, we stopped at this Colombian steakhouse for one day just to be with the family. Bro, they gave me
What constitutes a Colombian steakhouse?
Colombians are there probably, and a flag is waving. Yo, it was the funniest thing. Colombians, I don't know what it is with you guys, but you guys love to drink a lot, and like legit,
It's true.
we
You
walked
can say
in
the
there.
same thing about Ecuadorians, too.
No. Let me tell you why Colombians are they're top level people on this shit. They're like
Right.
the LeBrons of the fucking drinking game. They have like a sign outside of this Colombian steakhouse, right? It was nice. They have a valet, and then there's a sign once you walk in. That sign says happy hour, and legit, it said our happy hour starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 10 p.m. The hours of operation of this place is happy hour, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's not a fucking happy hour. That's a happy day.
Where is that? Where is that?
That's in New Jersey.
Happy
Yeah.
day.
Oh, happy day. Get the drink
happy
again.
Drink it again. Cause I got the shakes. Oh, I got the shakes. I need a drink. I need a drink.
But yeah, it said 9 a.m. to 10. Like, me and my brother-in-law and my cousin, we
Drink
were
my sins
cracking
away.
up.
Oh,
And like, I thought it was wrong.
wait,
so I asked
where is this?
New Jersey.
In Jersey.
I forgot where exactly in Jersey.
True.
But we went there. It was funny because we were going to go to this Cuban restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, right? And we park up. Mind you, I hate parking in New Jersey and New York. It's fucking brutal.
Well, yeah,
But we had
I
to
don't-
park 2 blocks away.
We don't know how to parallel park for shit.
It's not even that. It's there's no parking.
Well, yeah, it's practically
You got to park 2
non-existent.
blocks away and then walk, like legit. So we get there and they said it's a 2-hour wait. So we're like, fuck that. My aunt was like, fuck that. Let's go to this spot that day. So we go to this Colombian steakhouse. That the valet driver is like, yeah, there's this place right here. We'll give you the address.
Do you understand? Hold on. Sorry to interrupt. Do you understand that for them to tell you it's a 2-hour wait, that means that they've been telling people before you, I think it's going to be about an hour and a half. Which means that they've been telling other people, like, if the wait time, in my opinion, is more than, say, 30 minutes, up to 45 at the most, you should just tell people, sorry, we're not going to be able to seat you. Because to tell people wait 2 hours. 2 hours.
Some people do though.
So people will wait.
I'm in that life, nigga. Some people do.
I mean, I guess. I guess it
My
depends on the
favorite,
exclusivity of the
my
restaurant.
favorite pub that I go to watch my fights. If I get there late, right? If I get there at 8 or 9, I
Me
know.
favorite pub.
Yeah, my favorite because I love watching it with Irishmen. Like it's a different atmosphere. They love fighting. So if I go to like a bar, it might be the middle screen or the side screen, but they're gonna also have football and hockey. But if I go to a pub, especially an Irish pub on Saturday nights when they're having a UFC event, it's all the fucking all the TVs have the fight on.
I just see red hair Irishman picking on Elo for no reason. Oh, so this is the longest.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Like I'm gonna cut it short. Like I'm tired of talking to these niggas right now.
Yeah, we're kind of
So we gotta hang out. So
So
all right. So yeah, peace, guys. We're out of here.
yeah,
y'all.
check us out, y'all. We out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.
Love y'all.